and streaming online at sasportstar.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, we're past the NBA All-Star break as Wemby and Team World went 0-2, while Team Stars won it all, beating the Stripes in the finals 47-21. Anthony Edwards earned the Kobe Bryant Trophy as Kia 2026 NBA All-Star MVP, scoring 32 points in 3 games. In NFL news, today's the first day where teams can place the franchise tag on players, a window that is open until March 3rd at 3 p.m. The question is, will the Dallas Cowboys use it on impending free agent George Pickens or come to an agreement on a contract extension before then? I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody! Whoop, whoop! We made it through the weekend, and we are back in the saddle. It was a long weekend, Rob. I missed our audience. I missed you.
Oh, go on.
Just kidding.
What?
What are you talking about, Vic?
What's going on over there?
What do you mean? I missed you too,
Missed
Vic.
your musk.
I missed you too, Vic.
Your bus.
Yeah, 3 days apart we spent. It was very.
I saw where you went all artsy on us.
Oh, I don't like to brag, but you know, I sometimes, like, when you're a person who has just so much creativity inside of you,
How much wine did you drink?
you
while
have
were
to
being
find
really, really creative.
outlets for it.
Was it a bottle that you drank?
so
being creative. Or?
Here was the move. I had a beer that I wanted to drink. I had a stout that I wanted to drink, so I brought that, and then my wife brought a bottle of wine, and she said you'll have to drink a glass or something of it, and I was like, okay. Well, my wife gets so locked in on the painting that she only drinks one glass of wine.
Mm-hmm.
So I drank my stout and about
I figured it took
2/3 of a
you
bottle
need
of wine.
a little. It's an artistic lubricant.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of opens the floodgates to creativity.
Yeah, but it brought out what I would call magic.
Yeah, that was magic. Yeah,
The best. I mean, it's the
Was
closest
it your best
word.
painting? Was it your best work ever?
No, it wasn't.
Oh.
It wasn't.
No.
But it was. It was.
Did you sign it? Does it have your name and date on there? So when it, in posterity, when it is sold at auction, we'll know the name and date of when it actually did happen.
I didn't put the date on it. I just wrote AJ on the back.
That's probably enough. By
Yeah.
the time you're dead, that'll be all you need.
Yeah.
Be like Banksy. Banksy.
Yeah,
Leonardo.
Vic, I went and painted a cow last night.
AJ.
I went and
Really?
I painted a
Oh, you
cow.
painted
Yeah.
a cow. Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, I don't.
I thought it was
mean,
a giraffe, but I won't go there.
a lot of people did. A lot of people.
So
did.
drunk painting is a thing now?
Oh,
It is.
It's
you
been
haven't
a
drunk
thing?
painted?
Never.
Oh, sipping paint.
This
sipping
is
brush.
a very, very white people.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably why I haven't heard of it.
Very white.
Sit around, get drunk, and paint by numbers.
Yeah.
basically is what you do.
There's a lady that stands up at the front of the class and tells you what to do,
Yeah.
and then you just follow her.
Put a
lead
slash
and-
right here. Wrong color.
Now, the only
Oh.
thing we did was drink and sit around and separate the beans from the, we had
There's
a big
that.
old bowl of beans and take out the bad beans. And,
Tamales.
Yeah,
yeah.
enchiladas,
That's like a whole hour in
beans.
itself.
Yeah, right there.
That's entertainment, baby.
That's right.
That's entertainment. Yeah. So I.
How many people were in the
It
class?
was like 6 or 8. It was a very small class, which was good for me because.
Did you offer
I
to
like
do
to
a
take my
nude?
time. Oh no!
If y'all want to do a nude, I'm available for you.
No, my wife got mad at me. My wife got mad at me last time I did that.
If you wanted to do the human form,
Paint me like one of your French girls.
I can. I'm available for you. If you're down,
No.
don't act like you're
no.
not impressed.
I didn't have enough wine to do that. But it's fun. I don't know. I have fun doing that. It
is fun.
yeah.
I'm not trying to make fun of it at all. I enjoyed myself. I'm not very good at it.
And my wife loves it. So we have a standing policy now because I go play poker once or twice a week, which means that's like my getaway time. Like where I ain't gotta be around kids or whatever. And when I win, she uses some of the proceeds from those winnings to plan like a date night to make up for the fact that I'm
So you got to
running away from responsibilities.
What happens if you're losing? You don't go out?
No, we don't go out.
Well,
so sometimes you
better
don't.
keep winning.
Well, when you don't win, or sometimes you win and you go home and say, "Oh, lost again, babe," and then then you spend all that money on drugs and you don't go on the date. That's the move, I think.
In my experience, they know exactly what we're doing every minute of the day, whether they let us know or not.
Well, you have the GPS on your phone. That's why.
I do. I am low jacked.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't have that?
No, God no. Like all my whole
kids
family
low jacked?
Yeah, oh yeah. They're all on the thing. I don't like that. Mostly it's the Life 360 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I don't like that because
greatest invention of all time.
No, it's a terrible invention for a grown ass man.
Like, I'm talking about for my kids.
Yeah, well, first of all, yeah, but your kids are now grown ass men. Like, leave them alone.
Yeah, they're not on there anymore.
Oh, okay.
But the other part of it is I don't have to text my wife, tell her I'm coming home or where I'm at. She can just look. I'm not trying to hide nothing.
I don't need that.
Well, I'm not trying to hide nothing.
You know what I don't need also? Like, my son will get home and my wife will be like, "Oh, I saw you were driving 82 miles an hour." And I'm like, that's the last thing I need is my phone snitching on me for driving too fast or what. I don't need that.
Is your wife checking up on that?
Not on me, but on the kid. But she gets an alert every time the kid hits 80 miles an hour. You think I want that, Rob?
On you?
I want freedom.
Well, if you feel trapped.
No, I do.
I'm not sure an app's going to fix that.
Listen, the government's watching us already. I don't need any more.
I like the targeted marketing. I like thinking of stuff and then it's showing up on my feed. It makes me feel like I'm being paid attention.
Does your wife know where you are at all times, Vic? Does she have the app on your phone like you guys have?
Yeah, but
Vic never gets more than 4 miles from his house.
I know. I'm either at 3 places, either HEB, here, or home.
Scratchers.
Yeah, well, he goes to Biggs or whatever for the scratchers.
So yeah, she knows just by what time.
Oh,
of
I'm
day
maintaining the streak. I haven't bought anything yet.
What'd you do on your long weekend?
Just stayed in.
You don't say.
Yeah, that's all we did. Yeah, we didn't go anywhere. We're going to Ruth's Chris on this Saturday.
Okay, all right. Yes.
Got it planned out.
Walked the grounds on Saturday. Went to the Rodeo.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It's cool, man. It's all I could do not to buy a hat.
Man,
I was so close. So close.
One of my friends. I'm going to show you during the break. One of my friends bought a cowboy hat, and he's bald, and I'm like, dude, that looks good. I'm going to ask your advice and see if you think it will look good on me.
I guarantee it will.
Wow.
Nobody looks bad in a well-fitting hat. Nobody.
Okay. Well,
That's right.
I agree. I think it's got to be well-fitting and properly chosen, but no one looks bad in a good hat.
I was gonna go to the rodeo grounds yesterday. My sister-in-law came and brought her little kids, but then her and my wife were talking at some point, and she decided they just wanted to stay at the house. So I was like, oh, okay, well,
that's all me.
So I took a nap instead of going to the rodeo yesterday. So
Good weather.
I didn't get to try on my. I wanted to try on a cowboy hat and see what my style was, but
plenty opportunity. Lots of. What if you're a hat maker? What do you?
You're
call
a hatter.
A hatter, I guess so. I was going to say haberdasher, but that's clothing.
Yeah,
right?
You're a hatter. And again, sometimes
lots of mad hatters there.
Yeah, but some happy hatters.
Yeah. Oh, they're mad and happy.
Yeah.
They were mad at me because they didn't buy. But
some perfectly sane.
I certainly shopped.
How many cowboy hats do you have?
I have 2.
What color are they?
Both of them straw.
Oh, okay. You don't have a felty?
I don't, and that was what I was looking for. I want an open road or something akin.
Okay.
And I found several that would be worthy of me wearing.
Okay. Do you worry that you're going to get the wrong shape? Like
that's why you go to those hat guys.
Yeah.
They fit it and steam it, and I also follow those hat guys on social media.
Yeah.
I find it fascinating.
What color were you looking at?
This one was kind of a chocolate brown open road.
That's kind of what I've been. That's kind of what I'm thinking, man. I don't know.
Beautiful. But in South Texas, you put on a felt hat just because it's the month, not because of the weather.
Right.
I wish I could wear my straw year round because it just to me is much more comfortable.
How come you never wear it?
I mean, I do wear it, just not here.
Why don't you wear it here?
I don't know. I could.
It'd look cool if you just walked
another
in
part. Right now, I won't because it's out of season. It's like wearing white pants.
No, we'll make fun of you because we never see you in a hat.
Oh, I wear my straw. I wear it out there. When my hair's long, so if it's kind of breeze or anything, it keeps the hair out of my eyes. So I wear it more than you think.
I do have a straw hat that I got when I used to go cover Texas OU every year, and it was me and a bunch of dudes who played football at Texas, and so the hat store that was next to the restaurant, they were like, hey, come on in. You guys come in here. We're going to give you free hats. And they gave us all free hats, and they've all got like a little longhorn emblazoned in them. I think they just thought I was a football player because
the size,
and they were like, "Oh, you get one too," and then they took a picture with all of us with our hats, and that was,
and you still wear that thing, even though it's besmirched with a dead cow.
It's funny because the longhorn that they emblazoned on there isn't like the official logo.
Yeah, it's just a longhorn.
It just looks
cow.
like it's like so. It actually, I don't mind it as much.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I bet that's pretty cool. No, I don't have anything like that. I wish I had a good felt hat.
Well, that one's straw. That one is straw. That's the one that I wore to when we went to that party, that cowboy party.
And I don't like getting hat shamed, but I feel like when I'm wearing straw when I shouldn't, I get hat shamed. By them does that matter? So I need a felt one.
So did your wife kibosh it or what?
No, I just wasn't ready to spend the money. She didn't care. It's my money, but I just wasn't. It wasn't a plan, but I knew it was kind of the plan.
Okay,
and I kind of feel like I can get it cheaper.
Oh,
you know
well,
I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's probably not the.
It's like airport prices. It's the impulse buy. So,
that makes sense.
But I do know I need to get it fitted because I'm kind of in between.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a large head. Yeah. That's a problem for me too. In fact, my head's growing. Yeah. I used to always wear a 7.5 hat, and now I wear 7 5/8.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's something. I don't know, steroids. I guess not sure.
A Cro-Magnon brow.
Yeah,
there's that.
I'm not sure what it is, but that's legitimate. My head is
more info, just crowding the space.
Think about that. I used to wear a 7.5 when I had a full head of hair. Now I've got no hair. 7 5/8.
I'm a 7 1/4.
Meathead.
I'm a meathead. That is what it. That's what it is.
You got a roll of hot dogs on the back of your neck.
That's right. All right. We got a lot to get into today. We let's talk about the NBA All-Star Weekend on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor. He has been. Well, he was my weight loss doctor about when I first met him back in 2016, and now at the Institute for. At the IFF, the Institute for Functional Health, he is a full-service clinic. And the reason being the functional health part of what he believes in is kind of expanded to cover all medical needs as a general practitioner because what he does is get his patients healthy, functionally healthy, and I can't thank him enough for what he's done for me. I've lost about 75 pounds on a program that he put together for me, just daring me to try it because he had been so successful with so many others that he didn't need to sell me much other than look at my clientele. Just look at the people sitting in the front office when you walk in. We're talking about people getting better, feeling better, and acting like it. It's a great place to go because people are successful there because what he does works. If you've been told by a doctor or you just don't like the way you look and need to lose some weight, there's no better place to start than with Dr. Jacob Torres. We're not talking about using pills or shots. This is you learning how to lose weight and eat better for the rest of your life. And I can't tell you how well it's worked better than how it has. 75 pounds down. I'm not on a single statin or anything like that to keep my health in place because my health is in place because of what I've done with Dr. Torres. Call him today. The number's 210-468-1891. His website is iffhealth.com. It is a valuable resource. Listen, if it's time to lose weight, if you just want to start feeling better, call Dr. Torres first. What he does works, and when you go, I'm sure you're going to find out. And then you can come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. This road work on 35 southbound O'Connor to Weidner causing a 20-minute travel time. Roadway reduced to one lane, so you're slow starting right around Olympia Parkway. 1604 northbound Military Drive, that's a stall off to the shoulder. I-10 eastbound at Ackerman, that stall is blocking the median and right shoulder. And a stall at 410 southbound I-10, left shoulder blocked. Downtown, we've got this ongoing road work on 35 lower level northbound between I-10 to just before the 35 upper lower level split. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
American Public University offers affordable online degrees that respect your service and sacrifice. Learn more about special rates and grants available to you and your family at apu.apus.edu/military.
This month, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Benjamin Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G service. What's up with that? Ben Franklin wasn't even a president. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be in business with an American wireless company that supports our vets in a big way and keeps all their customer service in this country. That's important. And you'll be on the same towers the big carriers use, so you'll get the same 5G service without the inflated price. So hang on to your Benjamins and switch to Pure Talk for a Jackson and a Lincoln. No contract, no hidden fees. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll get 50% off your first month when you switch. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, for an American wireless company that is truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
Sick of gray, gloomy winter hibernation? At Kohl's, you can make spring come early with colorful accents that brighten up your home, like vibrant cookware and decor, cozy bedding and towels. Plus, Kohl's Rewards members save 15% on home purchases. So shop Kohl's Home Refresh and move on to spring. The weather will catch up eventually. Select styles. Offer ends March 1st. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Every business starts with an idea. With smart business buying from Amazon Business, get everything you need to grow in one familiar place. From office supplies to IT essentials and maintenance tools. Ready to bring your visions to life? Learn how at AmazonBusiness.com.
Even if you've given up on your New Year's resolutions, one health habit that's easy to keep is Active Liver from New Nordic. Active Liver protects your liver so you can enjoy life to the fullest. Online at Amazon, in stores at CVS, Walgreens, and now GNC.
George gets justice. It's you versus them. The driver who changed your life. The insurance company dodging your calls. They want to give you up. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, they take on insurance giants and they fight to win. No upfront costs, no games. Just the fight for results. If you've been injured, it's time to get George. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. Getgeorge.com.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Heyo, Morning Huddle 94.1, San Antonio's Sports Star. Good morning, everybody. How much of the NBA All-Star Weekend did you take in?
I watched it all. There wasn't any that I missed.
Okay.
I mean, it was. I'm flipping back and forth between Olympics, and a lot of that was when it was on. I'd already seen more of the Olympics, but I'll tell you this, if there was an Olympic event that I felt compelling, I probably would have watched that over the All-Star game. But I was entertained. I was entertained at the slam dunk because Carter Bryant. That's the only reason, because my dude was playing, and probably he had the best dunk of the night. I don't know. I don't know about the dunk contest, but my guy was in it, so I paid attention.
I'll tell you about the dunk contest.
It's stupid, but
garbage.
Yeah,
it was so embarrassing.
Was the dude who was
Jackson Hayes did a dunk that I've seen dudes at 24-hour fitness do.
Yeah, I mean I don't expect much, but my dude was in it, and that's been a long time since. And he had the best dunk of the night. He did.
And then Jace Richardson got almost killed himself trying to dunk, and then I mean it was
short guys always win it.
Oh yeah, I saw that fall.
Yeah, dude.
And then
Dumbass.
The guy who won, Kashad Johnson, first of all, misses this what looked like an easy dunk, and then he did it and acts like this was, him doing a 360 from the free throw line. It was so embarrassing.
It is what it is. I mean, there's nothing new under the sun there. They just can't get rid of it. If they could kill it, they would.
They should. It needs to go out to it needs a humane death.
It is a good thing for keep in mind when it runs and how it's presented. It's really more. They've tuned it down for 12-year-old kids. Is more than it is for basketball fans, especially this one was middle of the day. I mean, it felt like this was a Nickelodeon slam dunk contest.
But how are we now in an era where every athlete is bigger, faster, stronger? And
you're going to force them to do it? Are we going to make it mandatory?
No. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. But the caliber of dunks we see is so much worse.
Yeah.
And you know what? God bless Mac McClung, because you see what it's like without him. They're like, why do they keep letting Mac McClung in the dunk contest?
Yeah.
Well, because he's the only one who knows how to dunk.
Well, there's that, but no one wants to get embarrassed. No one wants to go out there. So you're going to lose the stars because they don't want to get beat.
All of these guys should be embarrassed.
Matter too much. So this is it. But I think what they have decided to do is this isn't to impress us. This is to impress a 12-year-old kid. I mean, because they've never seen it or paid attention to it before, because who the hell cares? You couldn't name those contestants. Most NBA fan goes, who? Jace who? Carter what?
Yeah.
So, I mean, from the get-go, it's going to be an abject failure. But that didn't keep me from tuning in because my guy was in it. And it had been a long time since one of my guys was wearing silver and black in it. And you know what? That alone was worth it for me because he performed quite well. I thought he was.
Yeah, I mean, he did in the first round, and then he tried the next dunk 20 times and couldn't do it, and then did like a 24-hour fitness dunk.
Pretty much.
I don't know, man. I just don't know how has it fallen so far. That used to be the shining star of All-Star Weekend.
Because the greatest player of all time never missed it. The greatest player knew he was building a brand at that moment, and it was take on all comers for a decade. That's what it was. And those that competed with him were unique Spud Webb and the human highlight film, but they knew that's how they made their brand. Now they don't have to do this to make their brand. It's just not necessary. It's unfortunate, but there's no value in it because the best thing that could happen is you break even. The best thing is what people thought of you maintains. The worst case is you'll end up flat on your back, laying on the ground, trying to do something. And can you imagine watching LeBron James miss a dunk and land flat on his ass?
Oh, my God. Yeah, the meme.
There's no way those guys would ever do that.
Yeah, I hate that. And what's funny is, what did I see the most of this weekend? That. Oh, so dreadful. Dame Lillard, I mean.
Fresh legs, man.
Yeah, off the couch, just goes out, wins the three-point contest.
Kniple stepping out and sniping like that to start it off was pretty damn impressive. But, yeah, that got dull, too. This thing is, we do it because we've always done it. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing else to do. They try to tweak it. They've tried other stuff. But those two things have never changed because we've always done it.
Yeah. I think that first of all, it was kind of cool just seeing Dame Lillard in a Portland jersey again.
Yeah, that was interesting. It felt normal, and then you realize, wait a minute.
You're like, oh, yeah, that's the team he's on now. I forget about that. But I thought it was cool that he came. I mean, it was also like just I think that they needed a moment like that, especially because because the slam dunk contest was such a disaster. I didn't watch any of the shooting stars competition. I know you like that. I didn't watch it.
I watched it. That was in passing. There was an Olympic event on that I was paying more attention to. So I kept leaving and coming back and missing big chunks of it. So I can't say I watched all of that.
Well, because there was like a big controversy last year, right?
I don't.
Because they said the Spurs cheated last year.
Something I don't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, this is all an exhibition, not really a competition. So.
And then how much of the Rising Stars did you get to watch? I didn't see a minute of it, so I've got no idea.
I saw Dylan hit a game winner.
Okay.
I saw that game, and again, I was going back and forth. Whatever I saw was less than memorable because I had Team Melo and they were out pretty quick, so I even lost more because I had money on Melo's team. And
that was the team that had Cooper Flagg and the two Spurs youngsters.
Felt once I lost that, I lost all interest as far as money was involved.
The team that won was Carter Bryant got put on the team that won.
Mm-hmm. Out of nowhere, you get that news flash. Bryant going to participate. It's good to be there. 90% of success is just showing up.
Yeah, well, he got on the team, and that's the team that won.
Mm-hmm.
The team that had VJ Edgecombe, Keyshawn George, Derek Queen, and Modest Buzelis. That was the team that ended up winning the whole thing.
That's a talented young team.
Yeah, not too bad. So that was cool. And then the game last night. You know what? Let's take a quick break, and we'll get into the actual game itself, or the games themselves. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. This road work on 35 southbound O'Connor to Weidner causing a 20-minute travel time. Roadway reduced to one lane, so you're slow starting right around Olympia Parkway. 1604 northbound Military Drive, that's a stall off to the shoulder. I-10 eastbound at Ackerman, that stall is blocking the median and right shoulder. And a stall at 410 southbound I-10, left shoulder blocked. Downtown, we've got this ongoing road work on 35 lower level northbound between I-10 to just before the 35 upper lower level split. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
Hi, everybody. It's Joe Reinagel. You know, now is a great time of year to get your roof inspected and ready for our crazy spring weather. Be it hot, cold, rain, or hail, who knows what Mother Nature has in store for us this year. Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994. You know, your roof protects your home and your family. A quality roof overhead means comfort, confidence, and certainly peace of mind. Now is the time to get your roof ready for spring. Call Stevens Roofing at 210-785-0994 or go to stevensroofing.net.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side, your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed, plus free home delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
This report is sponsored by True Green. True Green. Don't waste another weekend doing your lawn care yourself. Partner with the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour and get a golf course quality lawn the easy way. Sign up at truegreen.com. Then sit back and relax.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at TSAOG.com.
The Gomez Law Firm has been San Antonio's trusted law firm for 50 years. We have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us today. Jose, tell us about the cases you all specialize in.
We do ride-sharing cases, we do 18-wheeler cases, work injuries. We will be happy to take a look at and see if we can help.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Tuesday on The Blitz, well, we had a big NBA All-Star weekend. How did that go? And we're going to look ahead to the second half of the season.
Now, we also have the latest on at the Dallas Cowboys and what's going on in the NFL. Shireen Williams from Pro Football Talk will join us at 5:15.
The Blitz Tuesday begins at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hi, this is Joe Reinagel, and you're listening to the home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. All right. NBA All-Star Weekend. Okay, I will say this. I didn't watch a whole lot of the NBA All-Star games themselves. I did hear that the energy was different, and they were actually trying to win. Like it felt like there was a reason to play.
Yeah, well, it was short games, so you could give it all. you only had to play like 8-minute bursts, and you sat down. So everybody played a little bit harder because they weren't going to be playing long.
Like there were people scrapping for rebounds.
Yeah, because it was kind of a short burst, and then you kind of knew once you took the bench, you probably weren't coming back. So it was kind of in it to win it kind of plan. There wasn't a lot of ball hogging. So, yeah, I mean, it's as competitive as you can expect those kind of games to be. Yeah, it was good.
The Team Stars got an easy win in the final. Tyrese Maxey, Anthony Edwards, Chet Holmgren, all of them dominate. Maybe the older guys ran out of gas a little bit there at the end, but I think the biggest thing was the Team World pretty disappointing.
Yeah, that was they got they got beat.
Yeah. Wemby started out dominant.
And then kind of faded, which is fine with me. So go grab some wood, bub.
But Kawhi apparently had a hell of a game against the World in that first game. De'Aaron Fox hit a buzzer beater to beat Team Stars in the I guess the first or second round.
The Spurs were front and center at every moment during the weekend, from the All-Star, the Rising Stars, the dunk. The only thing we didn't do was the three-point shootout. But in every game, at least two of the –
Thank God, by the way, right?
In every game there was a Spur – well, truth. But in every game on Sunday, there was a Spur play.
Yeah.
In every matchup. So it's been a long time since we've seen so many Spurs being that active.
Yeah.
So that to me was why I just stayed glued to it, because it'd been a minute since there was a thoroughly enjoyable time when you got your guy come in, and all of them acquitted themselves pretty well. I mean, Dylan Harper had a game winner too.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good weekend for the Spurs.
Yeah.
My question is, was it good for the NBA?
Well, it wasn't bad.
Okay.
Whenever you're going to do something mid-season like this, there's the balance of health and rest, and knowing this is kind of the midpoint of the season, but at the same time providing a product. And I think this is about as good as you're going to be able to do, unless you eliminate it and just say we're going to play one game. It's going to be Friday night, and every player, or Saturday night, and every player is going to get 5 days off after this. Then you might get a real all-star game where everybody knows, hey, we're going to put it out there. We're going to do one thing. We're not going to do 3 days worth of stuff. Then you'll get something maybe, but even then.
I guess what I'm more asking is, do you think the NBA feels like this is an improvement in format? Like, is this something that you think will stick?
Yeah, I think that
or it'll stick for a couple years, and then we'll try something
I think
different.
they have the toothpaste is out of the tube as far as changing things. They've already started it, so I think this will be an ongoing kind of maturation. I don't think there's much we can do with the slam dunk contest other than just get rid of it. I don't know what else we could do. What we can financially incentivize it, maybe to make more dudes show up for it, but I don't think that's ever
9-foot rims.
Well, maybe you do open. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you make it a 6'5" and under dunk contest, and let's just get the little dudes out there, because that's all we care to see anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe that. But the 3-point shootout ain't going to change. That's exactly what it's always going to be. So some of these things are not going to vary, and we're going to continue to do them because we've always done them.
Yeah. I don't think any of that stuff's going. I mean, the dunk contest is just.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, and it's a shame that it's turned into what it is, because it used to be so great.
I would just, there are guys out there that travel and make a living dunking through social media, and they have these, different. Bring those guys in.
They're like it's like the long drive guys.
Yeah, those guys.
They can't play golf.
No,
but
they can touch the top of the box. Do
Yeah.
that. Can bring those guys.
But
entertain.
I mean, they did that. That's Mac McClung.
Basically, yeah.
The problem is when he's out, it just goes to show that there's not enough guys that are.
Well, there's some little dudes out there that they're not inviting. I mean, there's some little dudes out there. There's enough across the leagues in this country. We could pull together 6'5" or 6'3" dudes and under, and we could see some really incredible stuff.
But the NBA gets nothing out of showcasing guys that aren't
that's why I'm saying
NBA players.
If they really don't, but they don't really want to fix it, it has to be league guys, and we know I ain't doing that. I'm a star already. Last thing I can do, that's not going to help me do anything.
Yeah. Harold says the game was a total success, and y'all should be glazing the crap out of Wemby right now. National media is so our local media.
Oh, yeah.
No, national media is, so our local media should be times 10.
I think we are. I mean, I just said it. I spent all weekend watching it because there was a relevant spur all weekend long, and Wemby was front and center, sit-down interviews, him at a Shaolin temple, him stretching out pregame, him high-fiving Jokic. I mean, it was Wemby's weekend for sure.
Well, except they lost at both games.
Who cares?
He is the one who he said that he cares.
Well, I'm glad he did, but as fans, I just got to see him wearing, a different looking uniform, which was kind of interesting on its own.
Like he was the one who was saying, "I'm gonna make sure that this game becomes competitive again." Blah, blah. And like I said, he did his part in it. It's just it takes more than one guy saying he wants it to be competitive for it to be a real game.
Wait till he's 25 and he's a little tired and knows what these 5 days of rest really mean. And I appreciate what you brought, but you got out savvied in the first game. Youthful exuberance. I'm down. Although all vets though looked at him sideways.
Rudolph says Mac McClung is not a fun person to watch unless he's got a car to jump over or someone on a Segway spinning around. It's dumb. But the difference is this: Mac McClung can actually dunk. These other guys, you can say Mac McClung's dumb, but he's so much better than what they had without him.
Short guys just look better doing it. I mean, the same dunk.
It's more impressive.
Yes. So short guys are more impressive to watch.
It's like, oh wow, 6'10" guy, you dunked. Wow. Yeah, of course you did.
Of course you dunked at 6'11". Of course you did. So it just doesn't look as good. That's why Jace was in it, even kinda, because he was the lone short dude that showed up. But they always look more impressive. So I would 6'5" and under. Let's do this.
I think they should play like a game of knockout.
Well, they used to do that back in the early days of the NBA. At halftime, they would over the summer would have filmed a series of horse contests. They played horse at halftime, and they had been obviously videoed over the previous summer. But you get a halftime of a Sunday afternoon NBA game, and it would be like Iceman versus Pete Maravich shooting a horse game.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be great.
No, it was that they did that for a minute. Yeah, and it was pretty impressive.
The problem is
the guys were losing. Like, I don't want to do this on TV.
Yeah, the problem is Steph Curry wins that every single time. Unfortunately, there's nobody he's the one who can like hit shots from sitting on the bench.
The horse games, they realized
doing that.
You can't play horse live, but if you edit it and cut it down to just the shots, it's actually kind of entertaining.
Yeah. And Rudolph says, get him in there without the props and we can talk, all right?
Let's see, we want props. Entertain me. Jump over a car.
Do something.
Yeah.
Because you saw what it was like without.
Yeah.
It was one of the worst dunk contests I've seen.
So, you're going to have to do the Evel Knievel stuff and jump over stuff. You're going to have to do that to impress us.
Jackson Hayes, he took off from about halfway between the free throw line and the basket and did like a windmill and then raised his hands like he did. And I was like,
dude, you didn't touch the free throw line. You have to be behind it for us to be impressed.
What was?
And the thing is, Jackson can jump out of the gym.
I know.
He really can. But it just doesn't look as good.
And also, they've got to get they got to go back to what it was. Remember in the old day, you got 2 attempts. If you missed your first one, you had to make your second, or you get a 0.
Well, that's when they had 8 or 9 guys that were desperate to win this thing. Now you only got 4 people, and you're trying to fill 40 minutes of airtime. So. Yeah, go get 40 seconds. We got airtime to fill.
God.
Just keep trying until we tell you.
It just looks worse when they can't make it.
They get desperate till they end up with just a dunk. Like, okay, well, here's a 2.
Yeah. But they'll still be like, 8. Oh, yeah. I don't know what the fix is. Maybe there's not a fix.
There is no fix. Just accept it. Every 5-10 years, we'll get a Matt McClung, and every decade we'll get one that is kind of compelling.
Well, now we've got. Now we're into their days off, and then we'll be back into work
on Thursday. Thursday. 25 games to go. Is it 25?
Yeah. Yep.
25 to go. It's home stretch time. They're on the road, kinda. 2 in Austin coming up this week. This is when championships are formed. Right now, this is the team that comes out of the next 3 weeks. We'll know if they're a title contender.
28 games go for the Spurs.
Well, I mean, just in the NBA, champions are formed right now. The next 3 weeks, because injuries are going to have to get better, or you're just going to have to learn to live life without the dude and hope something happens for the playoffs. Rotations are formed. Trade deadline's done. Everything's coming into play, and you got about 3 weeks. And the Spurs are lucky in some minds because they go to boot camp. They hit the road and they come home a different team. That's always how Pop did it. And I imagine with this young team, that's the plan, man. What we don't talk about much in the NBA is they get more time to practice when they're on the road. They can hit the gym and get a practice in apart from because they can monitor their stays, and the runs are a little bit easier. So they're going to get a lot more court time, practice time than they have over the last couple of weeks. So that helps a lot too.
Spurs won't be back here until March 5th against Detroit. So
3 weeks, man.
It is a bit of a stretch. So their next 7 games, and remember they had 2 before the break. Their next 7 games away from San Antonio, but like Rob mentioned, this Thursday and this coming Saturday, both playing in Austin at the Moody Center, which is like a semi-home game at least, against Phoenix and Sacramento. And then that East Coast road trip is what wraps up the road trip for the Spurs. All right, enough NBA for a little while. I do want to talk some college hoop. Had a good game last night and some good games coming up this weekend, and just kind of wanted to give an overall look at where we're at right now. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Monday, March 30th at the Golf Club of Texas. Get your slot now. $150 per person or $500 per foursome. The Spring Golf Classic, benefiting fitting animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, is presented by Flight by Yingling, sponsored in part by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and Ancira.com. The Spring Golf Classic, Monday, March 30th. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Looking for TRT? Don't pay hundreds or settle for low-dose TRT. Centergenics and Low T Center take most insurance plans and customize each dose for maximum safe results. Don't compromise your health. Go to Centergenics.com or LowTCenter.com to book your free T-test today.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Rosti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Rosti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just one visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arrosti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arrosti. We fix pain fast.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Rudolph says, AJ be like Matt McClung with the jetpack 360 dunk over the space shuttle was the best dunk of the night. No, I just want guys who can dunk. They don't have to have, I mean, props are fine. I don't care about props, but I want guys who can dunk.
What do you mean by they dunking? You just want fancy dunks.
I want dunks. I want dunks that don't look like anybody can do them.
Yeah.
Like, that thing that Jackson Hayes did, dude, you're 6'10" and you're dunking from like 5 feet away, a windmill. Like, I've seen better stuff at the YMCA. Like, let's stop.
Well,
like, don't do that on like you don't sign up for the dunk contest if that's what you're going to do.
Well, I get the sense that nobody
and by the way,
signs
Rudolph,
up
it's
anymore.
Mac McClung.
Yeah, it's not Mac. I don't get the sense.
While you're clowning me.
I think you are requested. I don't think anybody is saying, I want to do this. Because I think the potential
Then don't say yes. Don't say, just say, listen, I don't got anything in my bag.
You're looking at Jace Richardson laying flat on his butt. You know, like just
almost died,
laying on the ground, going, I don't need
what am
this.
I doing
what
here?
am I doing here? So there, the potential for embarrassment and memes that now can live on forever is so ridiculous. I get it, but I don't know what the fix is. I know that if they could fix it, they would. You'd like to think that we would get the very best, the ones that are. I mean, why isn't Giannis in this thing? I mean, seriously.
Well, Giannis is broken.
But
he was sitting on the sideline.
Those kind of things are, why isn't this guy or that guy? And I could name 10 guys. You go, why aren't you out here? How hard could it really be?
Well, you saw Giannis when Kashad Johnson was like dancing after he won, and Giannis was kind of like, oh.
Okay. So I think NBA players look at that going, I could, but I'm not going to do that because I could very well lay flat on my back just because, I executed poorly.
I did want to get into some college hoop from over the weekend. The game last night was fantastic.
Sure was, man.
Iowa State and Houston. Iowa State,
knife fight.
They get the Hilton Magic. 70-67, Iowa State gets the win at home.
What's that kid's name, Heisey?
Yeah, he's the one who's got. They'll tell you 100 times a broadcast. His sister is on the Team USA lady hockey team.
Well, that catch and shoot 3 to close the game out yesterday was pretty damn spectacular. That's Klay Thompson stuff there. He's got a quick release.
Yeah, that was it. That was a very good game. Little bit of a melt from Houston.
Yeah.
They took control in the second half, and then about the last 7 minutes of that game just fell apart. With 7:09 to go, they were up 10 and
lost by 3.
Just a tough job. And you were saying something like you think that it's going to be tough for them to win a title because they just they can't run any offense.
There's basically kind of 4 archetype basketball teams. There's the teams that thrive in chaos, that create chaos and thrive in it, and that's probably about 30% of the league, and that's normally made up of great athletes, high recruits that you're not going to have for a long time to develop.
Mm-hmm.
So you capitalize on the athleticism and you just do that. And that's, most of the best teams in the top 10 are chaos teams that just bring out the Jimmies and Joes and just wear you out, and hopefully they get a lead and won't collapse. Then there's the finesse teams. There's the teams that are going to they're made up primarily of juniors and seniors and transfers that are going to back cut you and just beat you in ways that you're not used to, that kind of you can't speed them up. You can't create the chaos. Then there's the execution teams that are just going to come out and we're going to run our stuff, and sometimes it works. Most of the time it works real well, and we're just going to out-execute you. We're going to run our plays. And those four are kind of what we saw last time. We saw two chaos teams go at it. And those chaos teams have a hard time winning close games unless they're playing another chaos team. And those teams can win titles if they go through chaos teams. But when they get to execution teams that have a plan in the last 2 minutes, that aren't going to let you do what you want to do for 2 minutes, that they're going to run the ball and execute for 45 seconds, those are the teams that win titles. It doesn't mean they don't win the most games, but they win the close ones. And look at what Florida and Houston last year. The chaos team lost chaotically, while the execution team in Florida executed appropriately.
My counter to that would be who's been better executing in the last 10 years than Gonzaga, and they've got 0 titles to show for it.
Jimmy's and Joe's. No, you're right. And they have to get there. Jimmy's and Joe's are chaos range. As I said, more than 35-40% of the best teams are that, because they've got the guys to do it. But normally to get there, to get to that game, one or two of those teams they had to beat were chaos teams too. They didn't run into the execution team, and normally that happens in the championship game. And the team that can control the last 2 minutes, that really know how to compact a game into 2 minutes, normally they win the title, even though they might not be the most gifted and the most talented. They just seem to execute better at the end, and I think last year was a good example. Doesn't mean they can't win a title, but the matchups so matter when you get down to the Elite Eight and Final Four.
Yeah, as I watched that game, I think both these, and first of all, the first half of this game looked nothing like I expected it to. Like, it was up tempo.
Yeah,
it was
they were hitting
efficient
shots. Yeah,
I mean these are like 2 of the 5 best defensive teams in the country. And the halftime score was 45-40. I was like, what is going on here?
Mm-hmm.
The second half, they scored 27 points apiece, which is the way that I expected it to go.
Man, there was no one had an open shot. If you hit a shot, somebody was in your face all night long.
But both these teams have, and I think it's so important to have like a backcourt player that you can count on. Mm-hmm. And Kingston Flemings is already that.
He's still a freshman. I mean, he got away with a couple things. I think we could look at that last turnover. I'm not mad at him when he fell down because he made the appropriate pass, even though he was on the ground. He is electric. He is so quick and so controlled. His mid-range game coming out of college after 1 year is spectacular. And there's not a lot of players left in the world that have that pull-up jump shot from about 15 feet like he does. That's a tough shot to master that has lost its value, or at least it's lost its shine lately, and he's a master at it.
And then Lipsy, who is kind of the opposite, not an electric. He's probably, I don't know if he's even an NBA guy. He's 6 foot tall, but he's a great college basketball player, a great college basketball point guard. And to me, guys who I don't know. I don't worry at the end of games when the ball's in their hand. Like, I feel like maybe they're more likely than not to make something happen.
Lipsy is the ultimate thermostat. I mean, he controls the temperature. He doesn't tell you the temperature. He controls it. Now, he doesn't take a lot of shots. Did he take a shot in the second half? I don't think he did. But he got the biggest rebound of the game. I mean, he grabbed the missed free throw to win the game. That's what Lipsy does.
Yeah, but then the question, and Claymore kind of brings it up, Fleming fell flat at the last possession. Sharp should have had the ball.
Sharp kept him in it.
Do you want to trust? Do you want to trust your senior guys? And they have 2 of them in Uzan and Sharp.
This is the chaos factor I'm talking about. Yeah. They thrive in chaos, and then you win chaotically and you lose chaotically when that happens. And maybe their best guy, their senior guard, maybe should have had the ball in the hand. There was no timeout. There was no plan more than let's just get the ball out, 5 guys on the edge, and let's pass it till we get an opening. And Kingston could go right all night long. He was able to go right on whoever guarded him. So he took the move, and it was the right move if he'd have kept his footing. I mean, he was at the rim to get fouled is where he was, and that's kind of what you're hoping for. And he slips and goes down, but still made the right pass.
Yeah, but either way, great game last night, and man, we have some good stuff on slate tonight. Michigan at Purdue is one of them. We'll get into the games.
One team in the country,
a little bit later on in the show, but yeah, it is going to be some good hoop coming up tonight. All right, we are 1 hour in. We've got some Zach Bryan tickets we're going to give away a little bit later in the show. That's right, March 21st at the Alamo Dome. You guys don't want to see that, though, I'm sure. Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
When you think San Antonio sports, think 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Your home for the Cowboys. KTFM Floresville and SASportsStar.com.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Texas is leading America again, and John Lujan is a big reason why. Working side by side with Governor Greg Abbott, Representative John Lujan helped bring high-paying jobs home and strengthen Texas's energy dominance. Now, John Lujan is ready to bring the Trump agenda home to Texas. That means fighting for affordability, higher-paying local jobs, and lower federal taxes for working families. It means defending Texas energy, protecting oil and gas jobs from failed liberal policies, and keeping America #1 in energy production. It means securing our border, making President Trump's border policies permanent, crushing the cartels, stopping fentanyl, and ending human trafficking. And it means rebuilding our military. No social experiments, no distractions, just the strongest, toughest fighting force on earth. Conservative John Lujan is the only candidate endorsed by the San Antonio Express News, Texas Alliance for Life, and Governor Greg Abbott. On March 3rd, vote Republican John Lujan for Congress. Abbott, Trump, Lujan, a tough team for Texas.
Political ad paid for by John Lujan for Congress.
Logan Fury did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he bought a mini treadmill. Is walking on it during video conference calls more distracting than he thought? Yes. And is that because he overestimated his foot-eye coordination? Definitely. But it's Logan's savings, and if he wants to burn calories and any chance at a promotion, we say, good for you, Logan. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
It all comes down to this, folks.
Yep, the entire season is on the line.
But my throat has officially thrown in the towel.
Sounds like you need Vicks VapoCool drops. They're max strength and vaporize sore throat pain.
Whoa! These VapoCool drops hit fast.
Speaking of fast, did you just see that play?
Yeah, he vaporized that ball.
That pun should have come with a penalty.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks VapoCool drops. Use as directed.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Just cleared that wreck downtown at 35 northbound Cesar Chavez. Brand new accident, 410 northbound approaching I-10, and that one has you slow from South WW White. So about a 7-8 minute delay. Road work on 35 southbound O'Connor to Weidner. This has got the roadway reduced to one lane, and it's heavy back to Evans. Also starting to fill in along 1604 east by Nacogdoches on over to 35. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, we're past the NBA All-Star break as Wemby and Team World went 0-2, while Team Stars won it all, beating the Stripes in the finals 47-21. Anthony Edwards earned the Kobe Bryant Trophy as Kia 2026 NBA All-Star MVP, scoring 32 points in 3 games. In NFL news, today's the first day where teams can place the franchise tag on players, a window that is open until March 3rd at 3 p.m. The question is, will the Dallas Cowboys use it on impending free agent George Pickens or come to an agreement on a contract extension before then? I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
7:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Good morning, San Antonio and beyond. Anyone listening out there on the internets, welcome in. Got a handful of people watching on the YouTube as well.
Early risers.
Rob looking very handsome today. Is that a new shirt?
It's a Christmas gift.
Looks good, man.
Thank you.
Looks good.
You do too.
Is that a what kind of bird is that?
I have no idea.
I like it.
I didn't know there was a bird.
Yeah, I see a bird. Yeah. Good looking shirt, man. Good looking shirt.
I think it's Howler Brothers.
Who got you that? Your wife?
No, I think this is my brother-in-law's gift. It was a Christmas gift from me.
What a nice gift.
Yeah, fine.
Very nice. Very fine.
Mm-hmm.
Vic, you look handsome as well. I didn't say it out loud, but you do. You
Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
Did you see that Cam Newton's TV show got canceled after 8 episodes?
No. Is it a fashion show?
It was on BET. It was called 106 in Sports. They did 8 episodes, and BET canceled it, and the memes of him getting canceled are pretty hilarious.
No, I didn't even know that it existed. So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
I know, right?
I'm not going to make fun of you getting your show canceled, but if I didn't know your show even existed, so
maybe that's the answer to the question right there.
How much of the Olympiad did you take in over the
Dude,
weekend?
I have. If there's anybody who's consumed more Olympic coverage than me, I would be shocked.
Okay, then give me the Cliff's Notes. What am I missing out on by not watching
Americans
this?
are choking. Our skaters are choking.
I saw the Quad God, blew it.
Grabs. We're just not.
Did Quad Godzilla
medals? We're getting medals, but we're not getting golds.
Did Quad Godzilla win?
Which one is Quad Godzilla?
The
Quad God? No, he
no
grabbed
the Japanese guy that they screwed in the team event.
I think he might have actually.
Good for him.
I don't know who. After the American went down in the men's skating, I lost touch. Now we're in the couples, and our girl fell. And last I saw, we were in first in the short program.
Oh,
but I keep flipping over to the bobsled events, which I find the most enthralling.
The bobsled is your favorite?
Oh, the sledding events. Anything on a sled.
Okay.
Bobsled, the scull.
Are we good at it?
Actually, we are.
Okay.
The women's mono bob, I think we took 2 of the 3 medals.
Okay. What's
Yeah.
mono bob? Is one person on the bobsled?
Which would have been my calling.
That's
if I'd have been a mountain person.
That seems like are these gals
strong?
That's what I was gonna say. Are they thick gals?
They could throw a bale of hay.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So because I was thinking like on the team bobsled, you want one thick gal, and then you want you want skinny gals.
No, I think you want heft. You want speed and heft. You want a lot of mass.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah. Now, but I think there's a fine line between the mass going down and how well you can control that mass on those razor blades.
That's what I was thinking.
I think there's a fine balance, but the better the driver, I would think you want more weight on that thing to really gather some momentum.
Well, there's one thing America's got. That's fat women.
Well, we got these aren't. I'm not. These aren't fat.
But I'm saying we could get some fat women if we want. We could train them up.
These are strong, big thighed.
I haven't
hay bale throwers.
I haven't watched any almost. I mean, I've seen some glimpses of stuff. Like I saw a little bit of ski jump yesterday.
They have to regulate the ski jump because they could jump too far. So they kept having to stop it like, hey, the winds are too favorable. You'll land where there's no more slope. You'll break your legs. So they move them down the hill.
I honestly had no idea until yesterday that ski jumping was a combination of how far you go and
skill and
it's like your form and like your style.
Well, I think the distance has more to do than anything. But yeah, you got to land the thing and you have to look good doing it.
First of all, Norway, apparently that's all they do is jump with skis. Well, like they're very good at this.
On everything. They're leading the medal count.
They're kicking our ass.
Well, they had a whole thing on how the Norwegian, they look at skiing like we look at Pop Warner football. It's a national thing till they're 12. They're weeding out. They're looking for the very best. And they have all these different programs in all these little towns. It is a national obsession like football here. They're raising ski racers, whether it be cross-country, jumping, slalom, downhill. They're raising them, and they're getting them ready for the Olympics. That's their national obsession.
Well, one thing that I find with the Olympics is it pisses me off when we're not good at stuff.
Well, it's not our obsession. Like the Swiss, all it is mountains.
Doesn't matter. We should still be better at it. We've got like we spend so much time and money training these athletes.
Since when does money buy anything?
Oh, I mean, if we've got the best trainers in the world, like, yeah, why wouldn't we be able to?
But, Euros, my best example is European basketball or Americans playing soccer. The Euros are doing everything possible. I mean, they've got the most training facility. They train their athletes from what I'm talking about. They're doing, but the difference between European basketball and American basketball, it's in our DNA. We're just better at it. It's the nuance that we just have it. Now, I'm not saying that there's not Euros that are getting close, but at the end of the day, you can still tell someone who was raised to play the European way, no matter how good they got, it doesn't really match what we do. And I think the same thing applies with those ski sports. Yeah, we train hard, but we're not born like mountain goats up there. We're not born up there. We have a few that are.
You bringing up the soccer kind of makes a point because I think the only reason why America hasn't caught up with the world in soccer is that our best athletes don't pick soccer.
Well, I think
what I mean?
I think a lot of the best, but the way we quantify athletics in the United States also has so much to do with size, so much to do with height and weight. Where soccer just how fast are you? I don't care how big you are. We'll find a place for you. We apply our athletics in different ways.
But if Barry Sanders had chosen to spend his life learning soccer, like how good could he have been? You know what I mean? I know that it's most youths in America don't choose soccer like as their it's football or basketball because that's what we put on a pedestal in this country is like,
and that involves you got to be huge.
Yeah.
On our favorite sports to be moderate. I mean,
or you can be like Tyreek Hill and
there's those guys, but you look at the monsters of all of our favorite sports. Like even Shohei's 6'4".
Yeah.
You look at what Judge is in baseball and Shohei. They're big dudes and they have the speed. We have very few places in our athletic pantheon for average sized dudes.
Right.
Even Steph Curry's 6'3.5", 6'4".
That's what I'm saying.
We think of him as small, but he ain't.
If Tyreek Hill had focused on soccer, then
he'd be incredible. We'd like to think,
but maybe like the best Norwegian athletes, this is what they choose.
That's exactly what they choose. There is no other choice. Now we have a few that are doing, I don't know what, but they did a whole thing on why the Norwegians are so good at this because every little town has their own little Pop Warner, but it's for skiing, and That's what they do. And slowly by the time 13, they've already figured out who's going to be good at it.
Claymore says, how do you know the best athletes are not choosing soccer? I mean, when's the last time you were around an American high school?
Quantify what a great athlete is. I don't.
You know what it is. Like when you were in high school, there were 2 or 3 dudes who were
inevitably. When I see a great soccer player and I'm standing in the same room with them, they're about 5'9". Well, a 5'9" athlete in the United States only has a limited place to go. There's not a lot of 5'9" places for you to be a great athlete in the United States. You can be remarkably fast and 5'9", and be a wide receiver or a point guard,
cornerback,
or a cornerback. You could probably play second base.
Okay,
shortstop.
Then here's the thing.
That's about it.
If you found a guy at your high school who was 5'9" and an elite athlete, like could dunk a basketball at 5'9", we all know those guys. But at least in Texas, first thing that dude's going to do is probably play cornerback on the football team or running back. And second thing he'll probably do is run track. And maybe if his time allows it, he'll play soccer.
Yeah, well, there's no time. That's just it. They don't have time. Yeah, those sports are going on during soccer.
Yeah, we just don't. Americans just for the most part don't pick that. My nephew plays for the Austin FC, like their top club team, and he's very good. Like he gets traveled around the country. Like he doesn't
kind of like.
He's on the team where all the Austin FC teams, like the youth teams, have to pay dues to play in their program. He's on the team that doesn't pay dues, that gets shoe sponsorships.
Like being a shoe team in AAU sports.
Yes, he's there, and he still prefers football to soccer, and he's that's how good he is at soccer. But he still prefers to play football.
Hey, man, that's football. I get it. I mean, that's especially in Texas. And again, I mean, the 5'9" great athlete has its place, but they don't get the kind of training to be the great soccer player because it's their third choice.
Yeah.
You know, they played until they were told they couldn't or weren't going to play anymore at their chosen sport. And that's why we're here in the United States. It's just not a good place to be a great athlete at 5'10", 5'9".
Claymore says, hard for you two non-soccer dudes to judge or tell me what an athletic soccer player looks like. You're simply out of your arena, boys. I mean, I have that kid's older brother, my other nephew, plays college soccer. I know what a good college or what a good soccer player looks like.
I don't. I just know whenever I'm with one, they're inevitably the smallest guy in the room.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
not saying that they're not big guys that play soccer, but find me a super. How big is the top 3 soccer players in the world? Pick the top 3 and tell me their size. I bet they're all about between 5'10" and 6'2" at most. Probably
Leo Messi's 5'7".
5'7". See what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the superstars. It's truly, but there's so many that are 5'7". To be that good, you're extraordinary.
Yeah.
You don't have to be great at 6'10". You just got to be 6'10" to start, and we'll figure out how to make you great later.
Cristiano Ronaldo's 6'2".
See, I mean, that's what I said. About 6'2"
But if
would be the big guy.
If you're 6'2", you could play whatever sport you want.
Yeah. I mean, basketball gets a little difficult, but yeah. Not a lot of 6'2" dudes in the NBA. There's a few, but not a lot.
But I digress. It's still, to me, frustrating that these people who pick these sports, and the people who pick these sports, pick them at a young age, and they specialize specifically in that. I feel like we should be better. I don't know. Maybe that's the nationalism
sports, we've been
of
saying
it.
that. Well, it's the soccer, and we just don't do it. We just don't do it. And even at our very best, iron sharpens iron. Even at our very best, we're not good enough.
Yeah.
You know, our best American is a very good European, but not great.
Right. And Claymore, America has players in Bundesliga, Series A, or Series A, Premier League. Those are the best leagues in the damn world. Yeah, but we've got like 2% of them. Like, we sprinkled some guys in, but that's like saying
who's the best American soccer? Pulisic? Is he our best American soccer player?
I don't even know. But that's like saying, well, if a Mexican dude makes the NFL, it's just like, oh, well, Mexicans can play in the NFL. Yeah, they can. It's just there's like 2. You know what I mean? Like,
and the Asians as well. I mean, there's just not very many.
Yeah,
they prioritize other sports.
And he says currently American soccer is at its best, and that's telling. The fact that
our men's team can't even qualify for the World Cup, and if they do, they fall ass backwards.
We only get to play in the World Cup when we have it here in our house.
So,
All right. Either way, Norway 28 medals, Italy 23, USA 19. Gold medal count: Norway 12, Italy 8, USA 6.
We've given away 3. I mean, we've had 3 skaters that should have placed far higher.
Well, I can tell you where Italy's not going to win a gold medal is in hockey. Oh my God! If I know the home team. When you're the home team, you get someone in every event. I would have passed on the hockey. I would have been like, maybe we'll sit this one out. They lost yesterday 10-0 to Canada. 10.
See, that's not good for anybody.
No.
It really isn't good. But, we watched the Team USA, smoke the Sudanese team by 85. Oh, how cute. But I don't think that's cute in hockey.
No. 10-0. And it was 9 different goal scorers, too, which made it even worse. Right now, they're currently losing 3-0 to Switzerland.
They've got a goalie issue.
I think they've got a 0 NHL player issue.
I think they need a big, wide goalie.
Yeah, you're talking about they just don't belong in it sucks, but it is what it is.
Hey.
And the French guy who got in a fight with when they played Canada, they kicked him out of the Olympics. Like they didn't have to. Like basically, when you play these international hockey games, if you fight, you're ejected from the game. The French decided to go above and beyond and say you're done for the whole event. And it wasn't like he did anything dirty. He just got in a hockey fight. French soft. That's why they'll never be good at hockey. Soft. And
are there any NHL Frenchmen?
One.
There is.
There's one French NHL player.
The French Canadians.
Yeah, but there's one NHL player on the French national team, and they're currently losing 4-1 to Germany.
The Germans are low key pretty good.
Yeah,
man.
Germany in the midst of kicking France's ass, and America ain't coming to save you this time, France. I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to take this L on your own.
And the ladies, the championship game tomorrow.
Yeah, ladies, USA and Canada rematch in the championship tomorrow. We already belt to ass once. U.S. put to Canada 5-0 was the first time they played.
Has anybody scored on us?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm not. If they have, it's only been one.
That is a good question. I know that yesterday they played in the semifinal against Sweden and it was 5-0.
I don't think so.
You might be right. Let's see here.
It's just us and the Canadians.
That's it. I could have told you that though the whole time. Like that was from the beginning. They were the only ones who had any chance in this thing. So, not a surprise that's.
I would like to commend the hockey team for wearing a uniform that as soon as I turn on, I can tell it's Team USA.
Oh, yeah.
The skiers. I mean, we need to be more. We're red, white, but there's a lot of red, white, and blue countries. For a lot of our uniforms, you can't tell that it's an American uniform until they tell you it's the American uniform. I think it should be a bit more distinctive.
The U.S. right now sitting at 4-0 in these Olympics. I don't know why they didn't count the first game as I think they're 5-0. I don't know. I'm not sure why they're not counting the game against Finland. But if it says 4-0, they have won 5-0, 5-0, 6-0, 5-0.
Yeah.
And the Finland game that they're not counting, they won 5-0 also. So you're right. The ladies have not given up a goal. That's pretty wild.
That
Suck
scares
the whole
me.
Canada.
Oh, that just scares me, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you're due for something eventually.
No. We're due to kick their ass.
I hope.
Due to kick their ass, man. That's what we're due for.
I think the women is probably going to be a. What about the men in Canada? I'm not sure we're as good as Canada.
No, the Canada's better than us. I'm pretty sure.
I think we're going to have to take the women's.
Yeah, that's alarming. They are very, very good. I was cautiously optimistic that Team USA could beat Canada in hockey. Now I'm just hopeful. I've gone from cautiously optimistic to hopeful.
Well, our problem is first period we're slow.
Yeah.
Get out of the blocks slow.
Well, you know what else? What other problem we had against Denmark, and now they're changing it. 2 goals that Denmark scored, like they showed the goalie's POV on it, and they had black
Oh, yeah,
boards.
they talked about that during the game. One of the announcers said, in a NHL game, there's people standing at the glass, so I can see the juxtaposition of the puck against people standing. And here, he just set it off the side. And here, there's nobody standing there, so it's black on black. I wonder if he saw that. We're talking about that goal that was sniped from about 40 feet. Yeah.
And so the boards, like the boards around the ice, like there's a long section. It was 10 feet where it's a black board. And it had the Olympic rings on it. Well, when they shoot, when the puck comes from that when that board's the background, you can't see the puck.
That's where he was shot from. Yeah.
2 goals got scored on USA with that.
And they're going to fix the paint.
They've changed the color of the boards, so like they've lightened the board, so there's more of a contrast.
When we played the Danes, and that guy sniped from the corner, and it was 1-1. They had just taken a goal away from us.
Yeah,
and he snipes one in. I was a little nervous.
I said they got to fix that, and I put in a call to the IOC, and it looks like they've fixed it. They're taking care of that for us. So, USA. I'm not sure that we're beating Canada, but Canada's they're a different beast. But I don't think there's anybody else who can beat us. So it's going to be. I think just like the women's, it's us and Canada. And you know what? Because I've been accused before of being misogynist and being a hater of women's sports. I think I'm going to watch that lady hockey final. I might watch some lady hockey. I haven't seen a minute of it yet, but I might watch some just so I can Team USA. I want to support the ladies and support our country.
I can guarantee you ain't going to watch any of it.
What time is it at?
You ain't going to see any of it.
I don't know. I need to know what what time it is. Yeah, I mean, I might be around tomorrow.
You might.
We'll see.
How much you want to bet?
Let's see.
You ain't going to see any of it.
You don't know that. You don't know me.
Uh-huh. You ain't going to see nothing.
How do you switch it to the ladies? Ice hockey. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, it's on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
That's why. It's at 12 o'clock. Oh, that is my nap time.
Well.
But I might watch anyway. I think I'm
That's your nap time.
I do feel like I owe it to this great nation.
Yeah.
And Rudolph says the Slavic nations don't have any hockey teams or what? They do.
They're just not any good.
Latvia and Czechia. They're actually, some of them are pretty good, but they're just not as good as us. We're just better at this than them. But, hey, man, they're battling.
Is there a professional women's hockey league in Europe? I assume there is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that's where
well, I just saw that the USA has just begun their own.
I was going to say, I think most of American women have been playing over there because they're away for lady hockey players to make any money in our country.
Started the American League in the last 2 years. I learned all this last night watching the Iowa State basketball game because this guy named Heisey, who plays for Iowa State, they told us about 25 times that his sister is the goalie for the Team USA.
Did you know that his sister's on Team USA?
I do now. I'm very
his
well
sister,
aware of it.
yeah, his sister is on Team
By
USA.
the way, that was almost a goalie shot from Heisey. If his sister would have been here, she'd have been playing goalie on that shot. Oh, did we mention?
All right, let's take a break. Get some more to Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Round up your foursome, your work crew, your weekend golf buddies, even the ladies, and get ready for a fun, laid-back day at the Golf Club of Texas. Monday, March 30th. Lock in a team for just $500 for a foursome, or jump in solo for $150 per player and spend the day talking trash, crushing drives, and laughing your way around the course. This isn't a stuffy golf club tournament. It's golf the way it should be. The Spring Golf Classic benefits feeding animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, so you're having a great time for a great cause. Presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and Ancira.com. And when the last putt drops, the day is just getting started. Join us for the after party at the 90 Proof Bar at Lucky Ranch Road and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and all the post-round storytelling you can handle. So pick your team, claim your spot, and tee up with San Antonio's Sports Star. Sign up your foursome now at sasportstar.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Now is the best time to buy a Connecticut water softener. With current models being closed out to make way for the new ones, you can save big. Call Connecticut at 656-PURE and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you. That's 656-PURE.
Get in gear at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville, your 5-time dealer of the year. $13,000 off MSRP on new 2026 Silverado 1500s. 5.9% financing on new heavy duties for 84 months. Save $10,000 off MSRP on the 2026 Tahoe Premier. Ready to go electric? Get the 2026 Equinox EV with $13,000 off MSRP. Together, let's drive. North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes by Loop 410 in Castroville.
Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details. Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
Dang, I forgot the wakeboard. How am I supposed to enjoy myself without my favorite water activity? I mean, sure, we could still go tubing, fishing, or even just relax on a floaty, but without the wakeboard, what's the point?
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, not available in D.C.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Sick of gray, gloomy winter hibernation? At Kohl's, you can make spring come early with colorful accents that brighten up your home, like vibrant cookware and decor, cozy bedding and towels. Plus, Kohl's Rewards members save 15% on home purchases. So shop Kohl's Home Refresh and move on to spring. The weather will catch up eventually. Select styles. Offer ends March 1st. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side, your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed, plus free home delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
When I wake up
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Warren G was on the streets trying to consume.
Is Warren gone or Nate? Which one did we lose?
Nate Dogg
We lost
is
Nate.
gone. Yeah. Yeah. Poor Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
Best thing ever happened to Michael McDonald.
Yeah. I don't know who's got Warren G's back now.
All the
Unfortunately.
G-Funkers.
Yeah.
Oh, who else died this weekend?
We lost Robert Duvall yesterday.
And Jesse Jackson.
Jesse
this
Jackson overnight.
I met Jesse Jackson.
There's some nervous folks out there right now.
I met Jesse Jackson in New York at the Super Bowl. He did my show, and I've got a picture of me and my old co-host and Jesse Jackson. And I don't want to brag, but I'm the only one who's still alive.
Wow. I'm not sure that's a good thing.
I mean,
you a little worried?
I outlasted them. I guess that's
you're next.
Is that picture cursed?
It's better than the alternative.
I guess they'd rather be.
Right? Like,
what's that old saying?
The last man standing.
One will see all of our funerals, and one will see none.
That's right. That is right, man. All right. The National Football League, even when it's not the season, I still like to see what's going on out there. Looks like the Seahawks unlikely to use the franchise tag on Kenneth Walker, which means the Super Bowl MVP might just be a free agent.
Yeah. First of all, I don't think he's leaving, but
I do.
I think there'll be some money come his way, and I think Charbonnet had a good enough year where they feel like they can replace that. But I think that's probably the smartest move, quite frankly.
The Seahawks in 16 years under John Schneider have used the franchise tag only twice. The franchise tag on a running back would be $14.5 million.
That's too much, man.
It's too damn high. I think they're just going to let him walk. And
I think they'll let him go get some offers. But I wonder what the market's like. I would pay. If I was a salary cap guru for any team, I would not have any more than $30 million total invested in my running back room. Total.
I would not even.
That's
I wouldn't even want to be there.
I'm talking about 4 dudes.
But take out. The Super Bowl MVP and he certainly helped them in their biggest game. He was the best player on the field during that game. But is Kenneth Walker a top 10 running back in the NFL?
I think he's borderline right up to 10 to 15. I mean, he's a legitimate upper echelon running back and should be paid accordingly, but not $14.5 million.
But if you're in the 10 to 15 range, usually in 2 years, you're out of that range.
Exactly. I go get your money, but I don't think there's a lot of money to be had out there. I really don't. I think he's a good back, but I think there's a lot of guys that were in Kenny's position on that offense probably would have been pretty successful, namely Charbonnet, who took all the touchdowns last year. So anybody who had K9 on their fantasy team knows there was decent yards, but the touchdowns inside the 10, it was not him.
Yeah, and the Seahawks also hoping to extend Jackson Smith and Jigba this offseason. And
better do it now before it gets real expensive.
That is going to be costly because JSN is going to get paid like a top 5 receiver because he actually is a top 5 receiver.
Will be for the foreseeable future.
Right.
This ain't a declining asset.
Yeah, running. I mean, I can't. I mean, there's a reason why I was against the Bills paying James Cook top tier money.
Well, I'm not mad at him for doing it because they're at the end of this journey. They need that.
Well,
they're not at the beginning.
We'll see how that contract looks in 2 years.
Well,
is all
exactly.
I'm saying.
And I think that they hope to have had a ring by when they signed him last year by the time this thing ran out. But Seattle's kind of at the beginning of this. I don't think they need to spend any money on running backs. Spend it where it matters.
Just keep your defense together
and that wide receiver,
and keep that wide receiver.
Because it made your quarterback that much better.
It made Sam Darnold look like something that wasn't Sam Darnold. The other big news in the NFL is Tyreek Hill.
Boy, Miami spent a lot of money on that.
Tyreek Hill released. Bradley Chubb was released yesterday.
I had 2 people text me, is he worthy of cowboy look? And yes.
Bradley Chubb?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think so. And it's not known yet what they're going to do, but the assumption is Tua is not far behind on this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Kirk Cousins is imminent for Miami.
You don't release all these guys and then bring back Tua with nothing around him. It wouldn't make a lot of sense.
Done. The offense that he was supposed to function in is gone.
Yeah. Tyreek Hill said he posted, "The journey doesn't stop. Thanks to Fins Nation for 4 years. We built something special together for the city of Miami. Miami, you become my home, but the journey doesn't stop here. The cheetah don't slow down ever."
You think he's running back to Kansas City?
So to everyone wondering what's next, just wait on it. The cheetah will be back, born again.
You think he's running back to Kansas City?
I think Kansas City's kind of we're good.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm really curious what he's worth in the eyes of the general managers, because he is still a field stretcher, and he does things that only 2 or 3 dudes in this league can do. There's a lot of things he does that nobody should be doing.
I think Tyreek Hill has a big fat 1-year contract coming his way, and
Prove it.
We'll see what you still got in the tank, Bubba.
But if I'm Kansas City, I'm calling him, man. I got Pat Mahomes for a couple more years. I got one of the greatest to ever do it. I'm going to give him every possible weapon. And if Pat thinks it'll help, I'm going to go get him.
Yeah. The Dolphins, the Tua thing is tough because he's got Tua's 2026 cap hit is $56 million. Unfortunately, his guaranteed money is $54 million. So you can cut him and you'll save $2 million.
And they did.
But do you, I mean,
hey,
you pay somebody $54 million to go away?
Sometimes the bite ain't worth the squeeze, Sometimes, hey, they gave it a shot. It's time to rip that Band-Aid off. They're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Now, the Chubb move, that's an interesting one. I know he's a lot of money, but that defense is going to matter for them next year. They're going to need a little bit of defense. I know he was expensive, but that one's one of those guys that you want to talk about getting picked up fast. I imagine Chubb's going to have a job in a week.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, anybody who can get after the passer, those guys.
That's before the draft. I think he gets a gig.
We'll see what happens with Tyreek Hill, but yeah, Bradley Chubb I think is pretty quick to be picked up. All right, we will be right back. We'll continue our conversation here. I did promise some college hoops talk, so I want to get into that. Mostly like who's in, who's out, who's got work to do, including talking about your Aggies, Rob. I'm going to tell you about Underdog, though. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, they're back, baby. And Underdog is the place to get in on the action. And it's so easy to play there. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on their stats. Points, rebounds, steals, whatever it is. And we got a couple days where the NBA is off right now. That's all right, because they do have college basketball there at Underdog as well. So you can play it all. And if you get your picks right, you can go up to 5,000 times your money. Who doesn't want 5,000 times their money? Everybody would want that. The NBA has been good to me this season. And Steph Castle's been a hot hand lately. I want to keep riding him when he gets back from the All-Star break. It is a great way to make the games a little more enjoyable to watch. Download the app today. Use my promo code ALAMO. You'll score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code ALAMO. Underdog. Make picks and win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots. This road work at 35 southbound between O'Connor to Weidner northeast side. It's got the roadway reduced to 1 lane. It's heavy back to Schertz Parkway. Nacogdoches is a good alternate route. 410 northbound approaching I-10. We've got an accident right lane, and 410 eastbound at 35 accident has the left lane closed. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Aleve.
Life doesn't wait, and neither should you.
Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day.
With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Texas is leading America again, and John Lujan is a big reason why. Working side by side with Governor Greg Abbott, Representative John Lujan helped bring high-paying jobs home and strengthen Texas's energy dominance. Now, John Lujan is ready to bring the Trump agenda home to Texas. That means fighting for affordability, higher-paying local jobs, and lower federal taxes for working families. It means defending Texas energy, protecting oil and gas jobs from failed liberal policies, and keeping America #1 in energy production. It means securing our border, making President Trump's border policies permanent, crushing the cartels, stopping fentanyl, and ending human trafficking. And it means rebuilding our military. No social experiments, no distractions, just the strongest, toughest fighting force on earth. Conservative John Lujan is the only candidate endorsed by the San Antonio Express-News, Texas Alliance for Life, and Governor Greg Abbott. On March 3rd, vote Republican John Lujan for Congress. Abbott, Trump, Lujan, a tough team for Texas.
Political ad paid for by John Lujan for Congress.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year.
Happy to be here. Can I get some rotors?
Would you like brake pads with that?
How much are the brake pads?
Free with Duralast rotors.
Free? Really?
Really? Free.
I also need some oil.
Would you like an oil filter with that?
Yeah. How much is that?
Free with the oil.
Free? Really?
Really. Free. It's part of A to Z Savings with hundreds of deals.
From A to free.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Ends March 9th. Restrictions apply.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Tuesday on The Blitz, well, we had a big NBA All-Star weekend. How did that go? And we're going to look ahead to the second half of the season.
Now, we also have the latest on at the Dallas Cowboys and what's going on in the NFL. Shireen Williams from Pro Football Talk will join us at 5:15.
The Blitz Tuesday begins at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix from The Blitz, and you're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. This song's about Vic. Tell me what you want me to do. That's what Vic always just says. I got money, man. I got these lotto tickets in my pocket.
Oh, yeah. I have an uncashed $100 one.
Oh, just rich. No, you can't take it.
Put that to work, man.
The Jerome Tang firing for cause.
It's a nice try. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah, so what happened?
It's a nice try.
Jeez.
So here's the way so Kansas State fires their head coach on Sunday.
Was it Thursday night? He blew up his players, I think.
I want to say it was Thursday. It was. They had just gotten embarrassed by No, it was Wednesday. Wednesday they played Cincinnati, and he basically just said these guys don't care. They should be embarrassed.
Most of these guys won't be here next year.
Yes. But he said these guys don't deserve to be on this team. I mean, it was...
Which many coaches have said that in many times in press conferences. This is not the first time a coach came into a post-game loss and hated everything about his team.
Here is the way that Kansas State is spinning it. Now, the basis for cause is that the language in Tang's contract that references any activity that brings public disrepute, embarrassment, or ridicule to Kansas State.
What an interesting clause. I want you to define ridicule for me.
Now, here's the AD, Gene Taylor, says, this was a decision that was made in the best interest of our university and men's basketball program. Recent public comments and conduct, in addition to the program's overall direction, have not aligned with K-State standards for supporting student athletes and representing the university. We wish Coach Tang and his family all the best moving forward.
I don't think you do.
Now, Tang's, for his side of it, said, and I remember when we talked about this last week, I said, I don't think you're going to be here much longer either, Coach.
Oh, no, you knew that was coming to an end.
I didn't know it'd be right away, but he said, I'm deeply disappointed with the university's decision and strongly disagree with the characterization of my termination. I've always acted with integrity and faithfully fulfilled my responsibilities as a head coach.
He has.
He just signed a contract extension in 2023 that ran through 2030, and there's still $18.7 million left on that deal.
And they're going to pay every penny of it.
I think they are. Tang plans to fight for the for-cause firing and has retained Tom Mars and Bennett Spire in the case. If K-State's president and AD really think the school is embarrassed by recent events, that's nothing compared to the embarrassment that both of them are about to experience.
Jeez. I mean, this is a worthy attempt, and they're going to continue to try to chip away at the contracts. But they hold the – if Coach Tang wanted to take another job, they'd have held him to his contract.
Yeah.
So, hey, this is life. This is life in a big city. You might not necessarily agree with it, but that putting in that weird –
first of all,
writer, that's going to be hard to define ridicule.
Jerome Tang, I don't know. I mean, most people don't know Jerome Tang.
One of the best recruiters in the country.
He was Scott Drew's #1 recruiter at Baylor, and is one of those guys who, like, doesn't say curse words. He's gosh dang. And
he's one of those?
Yeah, gee whiz. Like, he's a man of faith. You know, he's one of the good guys, but I think everybody hits a wall at some point, and he hit a wall. Now, when they played against Houston over the weekend, they did so without names on the back of their jerseys. They looked like a practice squad. Now that said, they put up a fight. They lost by 14 to Houston, but they covered for what it's worth.
That's a low bar, man.
Yeah. I mean, but what did you expect them to go out there and beat Houston? Like, even on their best day, they're not that.
I mean, the best thing you could say about a team is they covered.
That means they exceeded expectations. I got a feeling, first of all, Jerome Tang's probably kind of glad to be out of there. I think in Jerome,
$18 million.
Yeah, in Jerome Tang's ideal world, he will get an $18 million check from Kansas State, and he will go back to recruiting for Scott Drew.
Well, I don't know if he'll ever
Baylor basketball will become a thing again.
I don't think he'll ever sit second chair again. Once you get a taste of head coaching, he'll stay and do that.
What a great taste.
Well, no.
Sometimes you get that taste and you go, you know what? It was better back then.
Good coaches land in bad spots. This team isn't very good. He didn't recruit very well, and they're overpaid probably. But he still possesses a skill set that has now been this is going to be a very quick decision. They're going to pay him pretty fast. I don't see a judge looking at this going, define to me ridicule again.
It kind of brings up
ridicule on.
Like you talking about how he's such a great recruiter, and he is. Is that as important today as it was 10 years ago?
Absolutely. It's more so because you're recruiting not only the guys out of high school, you're recruiting other schools. It's a personality type more than it is. No, it matters.
Because I feel like now more than ever, recruiting is how big is the number?
Well, you're right. You have to start at a number, but everybody starts at a number. I bet his roster. There's nobody on that team making less than $300,000-$400,000. I mean, they're all getting paid the market norm. If you're playing in the Big 12, there's a bottom level number, and they're all getting it. Now there might be one or two on that team getting paid over $1 million, but there's a base level for a Big 12 basketball player, and I imagine if you're starting or getting any kind of minutes or a new recruit, it starts at 250, 300,000. It starts there.
It just feels like there's less, hey, this is why you should come to our school, and more, okay, this is the number we can offer you, and the player looks at that and says, okay, well, I'm going to go see what Team B offers, and I'll get back to you.
There's a pretty big pool all chasing that. I mean, if you're going to K-State, you're probably not getting recruited by everybody, but half the schools in the Big 12 are recruiting you and other conferences. So there's a base level rate that all are expected, but K-State ain't paying big numbers.
No.
And so then it's going to take a guy with personality that's going to be able to get you in. And then what Tang's problem is going to be, yeah, you can get them in, but you're going to have to prove to the players that once they spend a year with you, they're going to have to be either good enough to go and play at another school for equal or better amounts of money or go pro. And if you can't do that, they ain't coming. I don't care how much money they give you.
Did you see who else was very upset over the weekend? Your boy Doug Gottlieb?
He's doing two jobs, man. He's worn out.
No, he quit one job.
Oh, he finally got fired from his radio gig. Yeah, I saw him get real mad at the refs and beat on the table there for a second. But
yeah, this is it wasn't how long ago was it? I guess it's been a couple months since he threw that chair, right? Like they caught him on like. I don't think he did it. It wasn't like Bobby Knight throwing a chair on the floor. Like he threw it in the hallway, and they just happened to catch it on camera. He got a technical foul late, and they lost on Sunday. He said the last play of the game, just to get the ball there, grabbing us and holding us again. I understand if you're not calling that, that's fine. You had the exact same play on both ends in the last play of the game, the exact same effing play, the exact same play, and then
both hands. He went hard on. He went hard on that table. Did karate chops.
That's right.
Ha, ha, ha.
And
the difference is the Wisconsin Green Bay folks love that. They're not embarrassed by that. They love that.
Okay. One thing I will say.
Would we be talking about that program but for Doug Gottlieb coaching? He's the best thing ever happened to that program.
I will, because I bet against Green Bay a lot last year. They stunk. They were bad. And part of it in my mind was Doug Gottlieb doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Well, Doug ran a phenomenal AAU club out of the LA area for a long time. Put a lot of kids in college. He's a good young coach. But I don't know, given where he is and his other, he tried to do a radio job and that for a while. That didn't work. I don't question his coaching acumen. I just don't think he's in a place that he's ever going to be successful at.
I got to give him a little bit of credit. They were 4-28 last year, 2-17 in conference, and that's the Horizon League, which is a low major. This is a bad basketball conference. They were picked to finish dead last in the Horizon again, and right now they are tied for third place at 10-7 in the conference. After winning 4 games last year, they're sitting at 15-13. I'll give credit where it's due. He's done a pretty good job.
I've seen
this
him
year.
work his kids. His kids are better basketball players for it. I mean, he comes from a basketball family. His daddy's a coach. So
I just knew. I knew last year I couldn't take him seriously. Like, okay, we had to call practice. I got to go do my radio show. It was so absurd that he was trying to do both those things. The fact that now, like, first of all, coaching college basketball at a D1 level is hard when it's your only job.
You're being kind, yeah.
Imagine like trying to do a full-time job on top of that.
And a radio show. I can't. It didn't work, obviously. But I'll tell you this: even if they were 2-17 again, Doug Gottlieb, they're on the news. We're talking about him.
That is true.
When Gottlieb calls, oh yeah, he's coaching. So eventually, I do think like now they're winning because he does have a bit of an edge. People do know who Doug Gottlieb is, and if you're at the bottom of the MAC, there's not a whole lot, or Horizon, excuse me. There's not a whole lot of reason to know who the hell you are.
No.
So
the Horizon is very bad, but they've got it. I mean, they've got a chance there, which is not something I would have expected.
But I just find it ironic that Tang calls out his kids just the way Gottlieb would. I mean, Gottlieb, I promise you, over the last 3 years has said something about a player not being here next year.
Oh, for sure.
I promise you. And they look at that as a good thing. That's how we like. We like a coach that if you're going to get paid, you're going to play like a pro, you're going to act like a pro. Well, Tang is treating kids like pros, and they're like, no, you're soiling the shield. You got to be nice to these kids. When really it's about the $18 million and a losing record in the Big 12.
Yeah. They are 2.5 games. They're not going to get the 1 seed in this tournament because they've already lost. Wright State's the leader, and they've lost to them twice already. But they're going to have a chance to play for the conference title.
It's a one-bid league. They can be in the
it's a
tournament.
one-bid league. They've got a chance at it. So.
You know, it's talking about Kansas State. I saw the short list, and I think the guy from St. Louis that came from Indiana State probably should get this job.
Is that who they're saying?
Well, there's a list of 4 or 5 guys from the Ole Miss head coach. I'm not Ole Miss, from Southern Miss head coach across the country, but the St. Louis gig, that guy.
Josh Schertz is a guy who went from Indiana State to SLU,
and I think he's
killing it there.
Probably jump to Kansas State. The sad news is I know we're getting wrung out. Steve Henson here at UTSA bleeds purple. That guy should be in a position to go get that job, but coming to UTSA ruined it.
Oh, womp, womp. All right, halfway there on a Tuesday, Morning Huddle 94.1.
This is the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
Success starts with your drive. You bring the fire. American Public University will fuel the journey. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Logan Fury did something smart. He saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. With that money, he bought a mini treadmill. Is walking on it during video conference calls more distracting than he thought? Yes. And is that because he overestimated his foot-eye coordination? Definitely. But it's Logan's savings, and if he wants to burn calories and any chance at a promotion, we say, good for you, Logan. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
When I wake up
the best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I feel alright.
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Our heaviest delay continues to be on 35 on the northeast side of town. Southbound O'Connor to Weedner. Roadwork has the roadway reduced to one lane. Nacogdoches still a good alternate route. We have an accident 35 northbound, the off-ramp to Walsham, blocking the exit ramp. On I-10 eastbound, the on-ramp from Probant, getting reports of a wreck. On-ramp partially blocked. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, we're past the NBA All-Star break as Wemby and Team World went 0-2, while Team Stars won it all, beating the Stripes in the finals 47-21. Anthony Edwards earned the Kobe Bryant Trophy as Kia 2026 NBA All-Star MVP, scoring 32 points in 3 games. In NFL news, today's the first day where teams can place the franchise tag on players, a window that is open until March 3rd at 3 p.m. The question is, will the Dallas Cowboys use it on impending free agent George Pickens or come to an agreement on a contract extension before then? I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas Authority in Barricade Rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
8:02 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I've got some Zach Bryan tickets to give away this hour. I thought Pledger said, do we have one pair or two pairs?
We have another pair.
I think we got two pairs.
Let me check our email here.
Yeah, we got one today.
And I think one from yesterday that because we weren't on air, we have a pair.
What's he saying here? Let's see. 2 sets of Zach Bryan tickets to give away due to no shows on Monday.
Yeah.
But we will not give away those Mellow Monday gift cards this Monday.
Oh yeah, we missed Mellow Mushroom Monday,
that's only for Mondays. But to make up, we have 2 sets of tickets for Zach Bryan today.
All right.
I just saw him in L.A. at the Super Bowl thing. He did about 6 songs.
Oh, did you guys hang out at all?
Yeah, we're buds.
Yeah, you talked a little bit.
I don't know him. I know of him. I don't know his music, but he's a quite popular young man, despite recent news headlines.
Yes, my wife, big fan of his music, not a big fan of him.
Evidently not. I shouldn't be a fan of him. He evidently, allegedly, had a domestic abuse altercation.
Yeah. But he's playing March 21st at the Alamo Dome with Heaven On. That's the name of the tour.
I like him. I like the sound. I don't know the words, but a lot of people sing along with him.
Yeah, I dig him. I dig the music. Again, I don't know what's going on in his life, but that's none of my business anyway.
Frankly,
I mean, don't hit women. I'm for not hitting
and
women.
So far, he has not gotten one penny from me at all. Not made
not a cent.
Dime, and maybe I'll keep it that way.
Not a cent. In fact, my wife deleted some of the stuff she had of him on his phone.
I don't have any on playlists. He's not getting any mailbox money.
My
from
wife
me.
is like, she's principled. Like me, I say, oh, I can't believe he did that. That's terrible. But then
still listen.
Well, I'm all for like.
She's like, no, I'm out.
Well, I'm like most. I'm all for rights of everybody until I want a good chicken sandwich. Until I.
Yes.
I'm all for I don't care what your orientation is. Go live your life.
Yeah.
But, they do make a pretty good chicken sandwich.
They do. All right. The latest look around, I said we were going to look at who's in, who's got work to do in college basketball. You and I were talking, Rob, this year I think the Big Ten is the best conference instead of the SEC.
I think they are the deepest, but if you go for what's the best, the Big 12's the best. They've got 4, maybe 5 title contenders. I think the Big Ten has 3.
Okay. Well, when you start at the Big Ten, the teams that are for sure in, that are locks at this point, Michigan, who is now the number 1 team in the country for the first time since
head and shoulders about the best team in the country.
First time since the Fab 5 days, Michigan is number
been that long?
number
Been 20
1.
Years?
Yeah,
more 30, 40 years.
93.
That's been that long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Illinois, who I think is
their Final Four team.
I think if I filled out a bracket today, I think Illinois would be my champion. They decimated Indiana over the weekend. Purdue, who's got a big game tonight, Purdue and Michigan facing off tonight at Mackey. Should be a great game. It's Corn. Corn's going to be in, and Michigan State. So they've got 5 teams that are
guaranteed. I think they're going to go 4 more. They might go up to they might get 10 or 11 teams in by the time this is all said and done.
Wisconsin is possible.
I think that they had a huge win over the weekend. 2 wins in a row now.
They've got a big one tonight at Ohio State. They need to get that one. Iowa is possible. They play tonight. They host Corn tonight.
I think they're going to have enough wins by the end of the season to get in.
Indiana, until that Illinois game, had been playing great. They'd won 5 games in a row before they lost by 20 over the weekend. They don't play again until they're at Purdue on Friday, which is a pretty big game for them. And then UCLA has kind of worked their way into the conversation is with a team that I didn't really think was going to be in the conversation. Mick Cronin was bad-mouthing them early in the season, and they've put up some fight.
They're deep. You left one team off.
Is it Ohio State?
No, I don't think so. I think Maryland's got a chance.
Maryland? Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't think they have any chance.
I don't know, man.
USC was the other one I was thinking of. Maybe Maryland.
USC is dropping. There's going to be. Look at the way the schedule shakes out.
Maryland's 3-11 in conference. They're hopeless.
No, I'm sorry. Michigan State was the team I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of KO, whatever his name is. I think by the end of the season, every one of these Big Ten teams is going to have at least one quad 1 win. And I think given this year, the quad 1 wins are going to matter more than most. The ACC isn't as bad as they were last year. They're actually a little bit better this year. So that'll be the reason the Big Ten loses a team or 2. But I think the champion's going to come out of the Big 12, man. I love Michigan. Michigan right now to me is head and shoulders the best team in basketball. Will they be when we get to the tournament? I don't know. But the combination of Cadeau and they're just playing so well. And the Axel, whatever his
Axel Lindenberg,
that dude is a top 10 draft pick. And the combination of those 3 dudes is pretty devastating. But when I look at, Arizona is a hell of a basketball team and just lost 2 games.
Yeah, the Big 12, the locks from the Big 12, Arizona's certainly in. Houston, Iowa State, certainly in. Kansas, Texas Tech,
certainly in.
And even though there's a big arrow down next to them, BYU at this point is certainly in as well. So that's 6 that are certainly in. Central Florida's got a real shot.
I don't know enough about them. They keep winning games, though.
They do feel like they're getting close. They've got a big game today against TCU, who is probably the other team who's kind of fighting to get in. TCU did.
They gave away a game over the weekend, too.
They did, and that came off beating Iowa State on their at home. That was a big win for TCU. So they've got some work to do. That game today is pretty big because those 2 teams are both in.
Oh, I can't believe they gave that away.
Then West Virginia, probably not. But they beat Central Florida.
Yeah,
over
that
the
new
weekend,
coach in West Virginia, they're going to be good. Look out next year. He recruits. He's good.
Oklahoma State and Baylor are kind of probably outside looking in right now. I think Baylor may they may be dead at this point. But you're right. The Big 12 does have a ton of legitimate teams. The ACC, Duke is in, Virginia's in, Louisville is in, Clemson is in, North Carolina, I guess, is in.
They've got a quad one. I mean, you beat Duke.
It'd have to be a complete collapse at this point.
But I think they're looking at like an 8 seed.
But now they don't have their best player. Like, if we're judging it that way, then
if he misses another couple of weeks, they could play themselves out. But I do think they have, if he's healthy and they just have an average showing in the ACC tournament they're in.
They play NC State tonight. NC State trying to fight their way in. NC State's actually favored tonight, which doesn't surprise me. UNC without Wilson is.
Who knows who's going to show up?
The teams with question marks. SMU, they lost. Like, I thought they'd kind of figured it out, and then they lost over the weekend to Syracuse. And
Syracuse got bum rushed.
Syracuse sucks. Mm-hmm. They're terrible, and that's a bad look. They've been very, very roller coaster.
I don't think they're getting in.
Miami.
Miami has a shot.
They're suddenly starting to win some games. They beat North Carolina. They beat NC State over the weekend. That was a big one. They get Virginia Tech today, and Virginia Tech's the other team that I think is kind of like hopeful that they can find some rhythm and get in. They got a quad one win last week. They beat Clemson at Clemson, and then they lost to Florida State on Saturday. Florida State sinks. I don't know how you lose to them. So that's a weird.
Miami's coach is John Lucas's son.
Yeah, Jai Lucas.
He looks like him and acts like him too. He's fun to watch.
The SEC. Last year, remember, it seemed like every SEC team was going to get in.
They're all really, really good. There's a lot of really good SEC teams. Just not one that's separated itself.
I think Florida's the best team in the SEC.
They're getting there.
The record doesn't say it, but if you watch, the eye test says this team is legit. They're in. Vandy's in. Arkansas is
Look
in
out
with
for
a bullet.
Acuff. This kid is. Arkansas is a scary team, man.
Alabama's in. Tennessee is in. Kentucky is in. The questionable team, Texas is at the top of the questionable teams list. Texas beat Missouri over the weekend, which was big. They were kind of sharing the bubble of in or out with Missouri. They beat them. They've got they've got a tough schedule down the stretch. They're going to have to win some games maybe they shouldn't win or aren't expected to win. But they also have, they play LSU tonight. LSU is a broken
They're going to have
team.
a winning record. They're going to have to win 2 games in the SEC tournament.
You think so?
Yeah.
They have a 4-game stretch after this LSU one. At Georgia, home Florida, at A&M, at Arkansas. They'll probably be a dog or a pick 'em at best in all of those games. I think they have to win a couple of those games that they're not supposed to win.
They're playing well enough to beat A&M, but they're going to need A&M to pick up the pace too, because they have fallen off a cliff over the last week and a half.
Another team that's fighting to get in is Auburn.
They're not going to get in.
Who got drubbed by Arkansas. Now they've lost 4 games in a row. They were to Tennessee, Bama, Vanderbilt, and Arkansas. No shame in those, but at some point you got to start beating some good teams.
I don't think they're getting in.
And then A&M.
I don't think they're going to get
in. They were 7-1, and at that point their chances to be an at-large team were 80%.
And then we hosted a home game and got run out of the gym and haven't looked good since.
And now they are at 67%. They are 9th in resume ranking out of probably what's a 9-bid conference. And I'm not sure where they're at. And then Georgia and Missouri are the other 2 teams that are kind of.
Look out for Georgia. They're getting better. Missouri's a good team. Just keep playing the way they're playing. I think they're in.
And then the Big East is in shambles.
Not a good year for the Big East.
The Big East has UConn in, St. John's in, Villanova in.
And
I think that's it. Seton Hall's trying
Providence
to get
sucks.
there. Providence stinks. Creighton stinks. Marquette stinks. The usual suspects in the Big East are just bad this year.
And that's where all those extra bids are going to go to the Big Ten.
And then the only other, in other conferences, I would say, that are locks to be in right now, Gonzaga and St. Mary's will be in the tournament. St. Louis out of the Atlantic 10. The Atlantic 10 would be a 2-bid league if St. Louis didn't win it. And Utah State out of the Mountain West is a lock. But everybody else
Stephen F's playing pretty well, too.
They are, but they won't be an at-large. They got to win their tournament.
League, yeah.
They got to win their tournament. But, A&M and Texas are both, like, they might be fighting for the same spot.
See, the thing is, I trust Texas just because I trust Coach Miller more. I just don't know enough about what's going on with Buckyball. And I'll be honest with you, he's already exceeded expectations as far as where we sit, considering what he's had to do. But there's a certain style that that doesn't lend itself to high-pressure basketball, especially in a coach's first year.
Yeah. The SEC is still the top-rated conference by KenPom, like by net rating, just barely edging out the Big 12, or excuse me, the Big 10, and then the Big 12 in third right behind them. They're all three pretty close, and then ACC, Big East, Mountain West, Atlantic 10. But it is funny to see the SEC last year when they were like what were they? They have 12 last year?
I think so. And I think the Big 10 will be the 12 big or 11 big.
I don't think anybody's getting that many.
I think Big 10 could get 11. I really do. I think that by the time we get through, there's going to be enough really good teams that have knocked off better teams that will raise their standing. That might not have ordinarily happened. But right now, I don't think that Michigan is right now the best team in basketball. I don't think they're the best team I've seen play all year. But right now, they're hot and they're comfortable. But you look at the way that Tech can play and muck it up, that's an impressive team. We know what Arizona's capable of doing. Iowa State, Houston last night was a Final Four game. And if it was on a neutral floor, I'm not sure Iowa State wins that game, but it certainly was well played in the first half where defense really didn't matter. There was more offense in the first half than both of us expected.
Yeah.
And I thought that was super impressive considering they're both chaos basketball teams and both were able to pull off a smooth offensive flow for a half. Anyway.
Elm asked about Santa Clara. Santa Clara is likely, but I wouldn't call them lock material yet. They had a chance against Gonzaga to pretty much put themselves in that lock position and lost over the weekend.
You know how good you have to be to get an at-large or any kind of consideration west of Texas? Seriously, there hadn't been a champion out of anything west of Baylor in 30 years. So voters know that. You have to be above and beyond if you're playing on the West Coast.
Impactful games tonight. Michigan at Purdue. I mean, both teams are in comfortably, but just for seeding purposes.
This is the kind of game that Purdue always comes to play because they've got great guard play. And they can control the pace.
Louisville at SMU is a big one tonight, particularly for SMU. Nebraska at Iowa is a big game. Wisconsin at Ohio State is a big game for the bubble purposes. Both those teams fighting to stay in. NC and NC State is a big game tonight, and for bubble purposes. Georgia at Kentucky. Texas Tech at Arizona State. And I think that's about it. Virginia Tech at Miami is a big bubble implication game as well. So, and somehow Miami still unbeaten. Miami of Ohio, they are on the road at UMass.
I think they're on ESPN Plus tonight.
The game that they played against UMass early in the season, I gotta check. I want to say it was like the closest game they played all year. It feels like 86-84.
You know,
Miami of Ohio beat them the first
most
time.
teams that are undefeated at this point in the year are slotted as a 1 seed. They'd be sitting at a 1 seed.
And Miami of Ohio is not even they're not even in the guaranteed tournament team.
They might not even get in if they don't win their tournament.
It sucks, but that's
they're an execution team.
Go look at their schedule. They didn't play anybody, and I'm not going to pound the table for them. Normally I would for these mid majors, but they didn't when you are a mid major and the MAC is like it's.
They have their years.
Yeah, but for the most part, it gets more respect than it probably should because they're a football conference, a D1 football conference, so we just assume.
Well, they're a 2-win tournament league. Normally the conference champion or the tournament champion, their winner, normally sneaks up on a team. They normally get a good seeding and they win. They're a great year for that conference. If they get into the round of 16, one of those teams, that's a hell of a year for the team.
To me, they're comparable to the Ivy League.
Ivy League's actually gotten better. Yeah, I'll agree with that.
That seems.
But
seems
traditionally,
about right.
That conference has been for dudes that were just an inch short with one thing missing in their bag that could still go pro, but they needed to learn and get better.
But when you play in a conference like that, if you want to be taken seriously, you have to play at least go get beat by power conference teams. They didn't even play one. They didn't play a single power conference game all season long.
But I'll tell you, they're so easy to overlook, and we saw Indiana State do it last year. 2 years. Was it last year or 2 years
ago?
2 years ago. those teams can sneak in and make some hay. I think we're undervaluing them. They are you don't go undefeated this long and just be happenstance. This is a hell of a basketball team that if you're not organized, if you're not ready to play them, they'll beat you. But, you should be talented enough as an average mid D1 conference and up to beat them with your Jimmies and Joes. But if you ain't ready, man, they'll put you home.
The difference is Indiana State, Indiana State plays in the Missouri Valley, which is a respectable conference.
Well, not all. Miami of Ohio is that's not it's not looked down on. Normally, a team from that conference will scare it. They'll win games in the tournament, and that's really what you look back on. Are they going to win 3 games? No, not like Indiana State did a couple of years ago. But that's a once-a-decade thing. I think that they're not getting the credit they deserve is where I'm getting at. Because call them a bubble team, that's crazy. You don't go undefeated this long.
Beat somebody.
Well, you can only beat who you're scheduled.
But you get to choose your schedule, Rob. This isn't the NFL.
Well, that schedule was chosen 3 years ago. You never know. And, that's just kind of how this goes. But to say that an undefeated team at this point in the schedule who's had a target on their back is just a bubble team, it's unfortunate. It really is, because I think they're better than they're getting credit. And what's going to happen is they're destined to lose. Nobody can pull this off, even the best teams. And they're going to lose, and they're going to collapse as far as votes and possibilities. And then they're going to be forced into trying to win a conference tournament, which is hard on its own. No matter what. And then they're going to lose that, and then they end up not in a tournament.
Let me see where they are.
And end up with 2 losses.
Where they are in KenPom right now.
Probably 70th.
85.
85th, yeah.
85 in KenPom. Just to put that into perspective, Minnesota is 84, and Minnesota's 11-14.
Minnesota's a coming team, though.
They've lost, or they've lost more games than they've won.
Yeah.
And 25-0 Miami is behind them analytically.
It's too bad, because they're going to lose probably 2 games, and just get lost in the wash.
Yep. All right, let's hit a break. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Arasti providers are all around San Antonio and continue to add new locations because they are so remarkably successful at what they do. And it's how they do business that's really worked, because you don't need a referral to go see an Arasti provider. It means if you wake up or you hurt yourself and you are in pain today, they can see you today. You don't have to wait for a referral. They accept most insurances. And here's the best part about going to an Arasti provider is every time you walk in the door, they're going to evaluate you to find out exactly why you're in pain. It's a hands-on approach, because a lot of times, believe it or not, where it hurts is not the problem. The problem can originate someplace else. They find a problem, fix the problem, and carry on. And they're so successful at this. On average, people get back in the game in under 4 visits. Think about that. Under 4 visits, you can be back doing the things you need and want and love to do. Don't wait. Call them now. The number is 210. Well, let's give the 1-800. 1-800-404-6050. Their website is arasti.com. Go there. It's a great map. Listen to me. Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. It's 2026. There's a fix out there. It's Arasti. Call them now. They're going to get you fixed faster when they do. Come on by. Thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Monday, March 30th at the Golf Club of Texas. Get your slot now. $150 per person or $500 per foursome. The Spring Golf Classic, benefiting fitting animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, is presented by Flight by Yingling, sponsored in part by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and Ancira.com. The Spring Golf Classic, Monday, March 30th. Sign up now at sasportstar.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
When I wake up
The best mornings
in the morning light,
start with Wrangler.
I pull on my jeans and I
Jeans, jackets, and shirts that get your day started. Good mornings make for better days. Wrangler, for the ride of life.
Hi, my name is Jason Thompson. For the past 32 years, I've represented San Antonians injured in auto accidents. I'm a second-generation attorney here in town. My father, Bob Thompson, has practiced law here in San Antonio for more than 50 years, and I learned how to practice law from him. I learned what it means to be asked to represent a client and the tremendous honor and obligation that comes with being someone's attorney. And here's what that means for you. If you call my office, I will be the one you speak to. I will be your attorney, not a staff member or a junior lawyer. 2, I have one rule in my office. If my client's happy, I'm happy. 3, relationships. A good one is built on communication, honesty, and time. I like talking to my clients. They're the only reason I go to work every day, and each is very special and very much appreciated. If you or a family member has been injured in an auto collision, please call me. My name's Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400. That's 900-0400. Or you can go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
Progressive knows that boat days can come with unexpected problems.
It's been a tough Saturday on the lake. I ordered swim trunks in this orange cream color, but it's actually more orange auburn. Oh, and it's swimwear. I probably can't even return these.
If a real problem comes along, your boat's protected 24/7 with Progressive, so you can keep worrying about boater problems. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
Winter is in full swing, and Aleve is here to keep you moving. When the cold weather sets in, everyday aches and pains can linger, but Aleve's got your back. With up to 12 hours of body pain relief per dose, Aleve keeps you going with long-lasting body pain relief to get you through whatever the season brings. Chilly days or cozy nights, Aleve gives you that long-lasting body pain relief you can count on this winter. Try Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
All right.
I don't want you to get in trouble on this. You're taking a bad song and making it worse.
B. Hannon also reminds me that Ken Palm has UTSA at 338.
Which is appropriate.
Might be generous. Although, you know what? Hey, credit where it's due. UTSA won a game this weekend. I thought that they were going to go winless in conference play. They beat Charlotte on the road 88-79. I think they were like 11.5-point dogs. They won the game. Way to go, UTSA.
Well,
yeah. Now,
none of you guys are going to be here next year.
1-12 in conference play. 1-12 in conference.
Wow. That's, you like to lose a homer to UTSA.
Oh, my gosh. That Charlotte coach, he better be on the hot seat.
The ripple effect.
He better be on the hot seat.
Well, there comes a time when everybody on your team's playing for a transfer.
Yeah.
So maybe the quality of play will improve as they try to find their next stop.
Yeah, so UTSA moves to 5-20 on the season. But that was their first win since the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So let's take the bright side, right?
I said it earlier. Right now, the coach that should be waiting to get the Kansas State job is Steve Henson. And, he spent, a decade here? Think about how long he was here and managed to cobble together a poor, below average program. But now you see what he was doing and how he managed to do it. It's not about just being a good coach in situations like Clanch is a heck of a coach. I have no doubt that his next stop, he will be far more successful than where he is now. Because you coach at UTSA, you have both hands tied behind your back. Because not only do you have no money, you don't even got a gym. You got a rec center. At least if you're recruiting to football, you got a little bit of money and you're playing in the dome and you're playing on national TV. You come to UTSA, you are one step above Shriner.
Yeah.
and you get your ass kicked 8 times a week.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's a tough job down there, man. I don't hold any ill will toward anybody in that program. None, because they are fighting. I mean, they got nothing. Talk about a knife to a gunfight. They don't even have a knife.
No, it's pretty bleak there. I don't know that there is a fix for it.
Well, if you're playing at UTSA, you know where your next stop is? D2.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I mean, and that's not a crime. That's not sad. I mean, D2 has some fine basketball, but we're talking about a high-level conference. This isn't
That's the problem. Like, they're in a conference where
you got Memphis. There's NBA players in this conference.
Yeah.
There's probably only 2 or 3, but there are NBA players in this conference. There ain't a guy. The UTSA roster, you think there's a pro player above the lowest of the low around the world? It's just not fair.
No.
Well, fairness doesn't come into it. But I'm just saying they're in a tough situation because monetarily, physically, and everything else, UTSA is focused on other things, and basketball is down the list behind several ladies' sports.
Yeah. Well, it's bad, no doubt, but I didn't know it would get this bad. I thought that the floor for UTSA was higher than this.
Well, it shows what Coach Henson and Thompson and Tang, those guys that were here for a minute, managed to do with literally nothing.
But we've talked about with, how the football program. It's a big deal for them to be playing in the American. Like it was a huge boon for them to be in that conference.
For every sport but basketball.
Because
baseball, while the stadium ain't fantastic, there's players at UTSA. This is a good place to be. You get to play year-round. You don't have to worry about weather. People come to you in the off-season or in the early season to play tournaments here, so the big names come to you. I mean, some of the bigger tournaments in the country are within 100 miles of UTSA for the next 6 weeks, as the season gets going. So there's tremendous benefit. Basketball, there is no benefit. Like I said, you're playing in a rec center, you got no money, and you got a coach in his second year who doesn't even know the first name of half the coaches within 50 miles of the school. Doesn't even know who they are or where the schools are. So to expect anything more than what we're getting is crazy.
Yeah. I don't – listen, I'm – like I said, I'm shocked that the floor is this low, but they're not going to – UTSA clearly doesn't prioritize basketball. They're not going to make any changes based on the competitiveness or lack of competitiveness.
Nothing will improve at all. I don't care what coach you hire until there is a healthy financial basis to help with the players, and you got a gym. And the gym is even more important than the money.
Right now, if South Florida, who is the best team in the American, if they played UTSA at South Florida would be a 30-point favorite.
Oh, easily.
No doubt. 30-point favorite in conference.
I bet there's 4 or 5 schools that would be 20-point better favorites over them.
Probably so. Probably so. They are the only other school I can think of. I got to see where they're at now. The only other school that I can think of is in that sort of a spot is Air Force, who's playing in the Mountain West.
They've got a built-in hindrance. There's not a lot of 7-foot Air Force pilots.
Air Force is 3-22. They're 347th in KenPom. So they're right now they'd be a 1-point dog to UTSA on a neutral.
But they're looking for the next David Robinson. There's somebody out there that's going to show up at 6'5" and leave at 7'1".
Yeah, but the gap between – that's the biggest gap in KenPom. Like for the Air Force is 347 in KenPom, which is, there's only
what's behind
365 now. So they're 347. Utah State, who is the best team in that conference, is 24th. So imagine like a 320-point that's insane in the same conference. But that's kind of what you're dealing with the UTSA.
Yes, man. If you don't have the funds, you get left behind fast, and if you don't have the Jimmies and Joes, you never were able to catch up. I mean, this is not ever possible for them.
No. Hey, let's give away a pair of those Zach Bryan tickets. I've got 2 of them to give away. I'm going to give away 1 pair now. I'll give away 1 pair a little bit later on. Actually, I'll give 1 pair in the next segment. So 1 pair now. Zach Bryan, March 21st at the Alamo Dome, the With Heaven On tour. Let's go with caller number 6. You'll win a pair of tickets to go see Zach Bryan March 21st at the Alamo Dome. All right, when we come back, we'll do what we you know what? We're going to do what we usually do over the on Mondays. We're going to take a look at the losers. It's the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I want you to consider a tall glass of cold, ready water. Look at it. Does it look clear, clean? Is it something you look forward to drinking, or do you even give a thought to your water? If you're thinking about your water, normally that's not a good thing, especially if it's around your house and you're thinking about your water because what's all this dust showing up on my dishes when I pull them out of the dishwasher? And why does my ice all cloudy all the time? And what's going on with my skin and my hair? Why are my whites slowly turning gray? If you're thinking that, it's your water. It normally is, and that means you don't have a good water treatment system. And if you don't have a good one, then you don't have one at all, quite frankly, because the ramifications of that lie in the bad pipes and you replacing appliances and buying new clothes and dry hair and dry skin and all the other stuff that goes along with water that isn't quite as treated as it should be. That's why I've had a Connecticut as long as I can remember. 3 houses now I've always had a Connecticut because it just works. Never had to use the warranty. It's never broken on me. It's saved me years in salt and energy because you don't even plug a Connecticut in. And if it's time to buy, now's the best time. How about a reverse osmosis drinking station on them? They'll put it in your kitchen sink. I had to pay for it. You're going to get it free. They got the decor to match. All you got to do is call 656-PURE today. Go to ConnecticutSA.com for all the details. Now's the time to get the very best. Get a Connecticut today. Be proud of yourself and come on by and thank me later.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots. 35 southbound O'Connor to Weidner. That is road work. Roadway reduced to 1 lane. 35 northbound, the off-ramp to Walls, and that wreck is blocking the exit ramp. On I-10 eastbound, the on-ramp from Proban. This wreck has the on-ramp partially blocked. And noticing delays along 410 northbound, South Cross to Macro Street, and 90 eastbound between 211 on over to Hunt Lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
When orders change, the whole family moves. And when one person pursues a degree, the whole family supports them. American Public University makes it affordable and flexible so military families can make an impact and keep family first. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
Looking for the best deal on TRT? Don't pay hundreds out of pocket or settle for a one-size-fits-all dose because they take your insurance. At Synergenics and Low T Center, you can get powerful TRT dose for your body and get it covered by insurance. It's TRT that actually works with your body, and this February, they are offering free testosterone tests and discounted peptides and GLP-1s to make getting your life back as easy as possible. Don't miss the opportunity. Go to Synergenics.com or LowTCenter.com and book your appointment today.
I'm U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. We all seem to be in a rush these days, from work to driving our kids around. But when you're behind the wheel, please do not speed. A few minutes saved by going faster is never worth the risk. So follow the speed limit, enjoy the drive, maybe bring some snacks for the kids, and know that along the way, you're getting quality time with your family.
Paid for by NHTSA.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
...to...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
DQ presents the Spicy Menu. For a limited time, try the new Flamethrower Chicken Strip Basket for $6.99 with spicy, bold strips that heat you up. Served with a side of famous DQ soft serve as a dip to cool you down. That's right, dip those spicy chicken strips right into soft serve, plus fries and toast, all for just $6.99. And add a new pineapple lemonade sparkler or cooler made with tahini. It's the limited time only Spicy Menu. Get it delivered in the DQ app. Happy, tastes good. Participation may vary.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up Tuesday on The Blitz, well, we had a big NBA All-Star weekend. How did that go? And we're going to look ahead to the second half of the season.
Now, we also have the latest on at the Dallas Cowboys and what's going on in the NFL. Serene Williams from Pro Football Talk will join us at 5:15.
The Blitz Tuesday begins at 2.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Oh, yeah. This sounds like a spot for Bobcat and the Axeman. Oh, yeah.
They would have been number one.
Oh, they would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a big email thing yesterday in our work email because Jack Riccardi, who works over at KTSA, his show got voted the 19th best news talk show. And Greg Martin got voted, what was he, like number 14 for
it was one of the best
news
top
PDs.
Top suit in the
Oh, he got 19
news.
too? And there was a big email chain with all the big bosses, and everyone's like, "Oh, great job by Jack and Greg," and just doing, "Oh, what can we? You guys are the best. You're the best."
And what about us?
There was crickets. There was nothing. And then Dax put up like, "Hey, Rob and AJ had the 18th best morning show in the whole wide world, just so you guys know." And then there was like. Then there was a couple people.
Yeah.
Then a couple people were like, "Oh, hey, yeah, good job, you guys too. Oh yeah. Nice job, losers."
Man, you lose. You are such a loser. You're a bona fide schmuck.
Time now to find out who blew it this weekend. The losers.
You bunch of losers! Look who's back. It's the loser. I'm going back to a better class of losers.
With AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio
are we on
Sports
the
Star.
list?
Hello, losers.
Do we
I think
count
so.
ourselves amongst the losers?
I think we have to. Our own bosses didn't even want to recognize us. They want to recognize everybody else except us.
Well, so we got the purple participation ribbon.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
My need to be liked isn't nearly as important as my need to be praised.
Yeah. Vic, did you? I mean, Vic felt it. Vic was like, "This is BS." Vic said, "I'm throwing the table over." And he's like, he was angry about it.
If anybody has a right to be pissed, if anybody has a right to be upset about any of this, it's Vic.
Yeah.
Vic's part of the team. What are you talking about?
I'm not even mentioned.
Our pictures are on the thing.
That's true. Your picture's not
Vic's
on it.
I didn't bring him up. So if anybody has a right to stomp around and be upset, it's Mr. Victor Brown.
It's because no one knows what Vic looks like. Vic hides because they don't put him on the camera.
I mean, the best show. Well, this wouldn't happen without Vic.
That's
so.
okay. It's radio. Right?
I know. But I'm just saying, if anybody has the right to feel overlooked and underappreciated, it's our crack producer.
That's true.
Yeah.
Although,
Vic Brown.
Rob, I I mean, just between us, he's very replaceable.
Well,
I mean, listen, I've done more with less.
Wow.
Don't worry, we'll be all right.
You just chose violence, right?
I mean,
you
just
just came out swinging out of
No,
nowhere.
I'm not saying that. I just don't
we're
want.
feeling left out. Then you left him even further behind.
No, he's not even listening right now. I'm just saying, like, the chances
I'm
are
right
good.
here.
Chances are good. Like, we know his health situation. He ain't going to be around that long.
Oh, no. I'm down
so,
to one
like,
kidney.
let's just understand that when he's gone,
Think about
we'll find someone else.
The effort that was required to do what he does with just one kidney.
That's
It
true.
makes it even more important that we give
Man, do you know how
the
it's hard to get out of
recognition
bed?
Yeah, look at all the stuff
He is probably one of the best
First one here every morning.
one kidneyed producers in
I
the
would
game.
say the finest our country has to offer.
Could be. Could be. Well done.
We had the best NBA basketball player with only one kidney.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
We had the best NBA basketball player with only one pelota.
Oh,
Manu lost a nut.
Yeah.
So we're good around here with making do.
Okay. All right. What are you going to sacrifice?
I already have.
But
the sacrifices I have laid, I don't even want to get into.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about it right now.
Get
We'll,
into
ta-
it
we'll talk
right
about it
now. My
later.
God.
But just not right now.
Whoa.
It's been a lot.
Whoa.
Let's just say it's been a lot.
We all give for greatness, you know what I mean?
Who's the loser in this Bucks Giannis situation? The fact that they're talking about it all over the All-Star break, and Giannis saying, as of today, I'm committed to the Milwaukee Bucks. Like, imagine your wife says,
today?
Hey, are you, we're still good, right? We're still going to, today we're good. Yeah.
Don't screw up, though.
Yeah, I got my eye on you. I got my eye on you.
Well, you know, at least when it does happen, and it will, when he's finally traded, when it finally happens in July, when that period opens up, Milwaukee will be ready for it. They will have plenty of time to prepare themselves. They will have adequate landing space to go and fix themselves to improve on it. And I think this is one of those first steps as today. But, you know, I think Milwaukee's been going through this for long enough. There's no way that he is in a Buck uniform next year.
Well, it doesn't make any sense.
He knows it. They know it. The American people know it. So, yeah, it sucks. And nobody wants to be in Milwaukee's place. And just pay real close attention to this, San Antonio, when it comes time to pay up and keep Wemby happy.
Yeah.
And when you can't, even despite your best efforts, it sucks. And Milwaukee's going to fall into a deep depression because once he's gone, he gone.
Yeah.
And I don't care how many players you bring in, 10 of them don't equal a Wemby or equal a Giannis, no matter what you do. Now, maybe 3 or 4 years down the road, it might bear some fruit. But, yeah, it sucks. So I think Milwaukee's the biggest loser here. I mean, by far, fandom.
Yeah, I generally think so, too. Because they're going to lose Giannis, and they're going to be an irrelevant franchise.
Yes, for the foreseeable future. And the luck that the San Antonio Spurs have had repeatedly bringing in another superstar, Milwaukee's so far from that. It went Kareem. It went Kareem and Giannis in a 50-year gap. Now, they had some successful teams. I mean, yeah, they did. But for the most part, 60-year. What am I talking about? It was a 55-year gap between Kareem and Giannis.
Well, they had Vin Baker.
I mean, they had some adequate
had
teams.
The big dog, Glenn Robinson.
They've come and gone, and Don Nelson had some good years up there. There's nothing wrong with what happened, but they won't be relevant again until the next Giannis or Kareem shows up.
That'll be any day now.
Yeah, anytime. It happens all the time.
This is kind of bad timing for, like, when you're about to go into a CBA discussion in baseball. It seems like it's a bad time for the Players Association leader to step down.
I think I'm going to step. This is not.
This is what I'm going to resign right now. Now he is already. By the way, he's under federal investigation right now.
Players hate him.
They're looking into whether a licensing company co-founded by the union and the NFL Players Union was being used to financially benefit the leaders of said unions. But it's always bad when you're about to go into a big labor negotiation and the head of the players union is like, yeah, I'm out. You guys, good luck with this. Doesn't seem ideal.
And I think
Tony Clark's a loser for this move.
A lot of this was inflicted on the players. Well, the owners put the players in a situation to where they hate their rep.
Yeah.
If that makes some sense. I don't think they hated the rep but the pressure being brought to bear and some of the things that have come to light, yeah, baseball players, this is disarray, man. This is disarray. Right at a time when it'll never happen. A salary cap is never going to hit baseball. It's just not going to happen. But right at a time when owners are really going to try to lean in on it, they don't have the leadership on the player side to mount a solid defense. So they're going to get chipped away unless they can get together.
Yeah, I mean, we remember when Bryce Harper basically said, hey, if you're here to talk about a salary cap, get the F out of here.
We ain't. And the owners, if they see weakness, man, and there's a lot of – I don't think fandom would be upset with owners if they inflicted some sort of salary cap, however they would have to do it, because it would not be a traditional salary cap because it's been framed out. But if they found a way to limit the pay to players, I think fans would not be upset.
Well, fans of teams that aren't the Dodgers, Yankees, Mets.
There'd be 26 teams that would be perfectly happy with the whole situation.
Everybody else would be real happy with it.
Honestly, I don't think fans would be upset if the owners leaned in and locked out and said, this is untenable. I don't think a lot of given the current economic status, I don't think a lot of people would be too upset.
There's been another now. There hasn't been a resignation yet, but there might be. The LA Olympics going through it right now, as the mayor of LA, Karen Bass. Karen, imagine electing a lady named Karen to be your mayor. I mean, we
probably got a bob haircut.
We elected a Karen, but her name's not Karen. She urged Casey Wasserman to resign as the head of the committee overseeing the 2028 Olympics because he has ties to Ghislaine Maxwell. And it's maybe a good reason to ask for that, because if you think stuff's going to come, you want to get ahead of it, obviously. And the mayor of L.A. is like, hey.
Yeah, man, there's so many names. I don't know. If we threw everybody's name out, just because they're mentioned in this, I don't know what we do, which is indeed the rub here. Because I don't see how you survive with your name on any sentence anywhere if it's meant in the same sentence as Jeffrey Epstein.
Cookie Monster's mentioned in the Epstein files.
I think at some point
my favorite character.
You got to deal with what's
Street,
going on at the Sesame Street. You never know. This is pretty typical of big events like this. There's so much money involved that any appearance of weakness they're gonna call for the heads. It's not the same expense, but as far as the ratios go, once San Antonio gets knee-deep into this new Project Marvel and there's all kinds of building and all kinds of money being thrown around, wait till we see what goes on. This is pretty typical in my mind. Okay, I got one for you. This one is talk about a portent of things to come. You see what Breonna Stewart did?
No.
Talk about somebody who knows, who is reading the tea leaves. She just signed a deal to go play in Europe.
Oh, no. Now, is this a deal contingent?
Yeah, contingent on a CBA coming to the agreement with the WNBA. But your biggest stars are already looking at the tea leaves going, there's not going to be a season.
Oh,
it's not,
man.
They're going to lock us out or we're going to hold out and I got to get paid. So Breonna Stewart's the first, and there's going to be more to come real quick. You're going to see a bunch of the WNBA types jumping to Europe. And that might be enough leverage to maybe get a deal done. But I think the owners would be perfectly happy to lock everybody out. Y'all go play in Europe.
Lady basketball is
a mess. This is a truly a crossroads for women's basketball. If there is a lockout, if the owners manage to lock the players out and fully implement what might need to be done to save the league, the very thing they're trying to save will dissolve.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine. Imagine an NBA player if that were the or right now we're talking about Major League Baseball. They've got this impending work issue. Imagine Shohei Ohtani saying, "Well, I'm going to go play in Japan next year, and you get back to me when this is figured out."
Tell me when you get this stuff fixed. And we're talking about a corner post of the league in Breonna. I mean, she moves products. She sells
That's
shoes.
What I'm saying. She's one of the biggest stars.
She matters, and she's like, my brand cannot stay if your brand ain't going to play. And I think there's a lot of other brands that are going to look at this and go, my brand cannot stay until your brand decides to play. And you lose 5 of those women, just 5 of them, especially the high-end ones. The league is dead.
Yeah.
I mean, Breonna is one of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously, Caitlyn is the...
Well, she's the linchpin, but she won't do anything.
No, I don't think so.
She's the Tiger Woods of... she's got a brand to protect that's even bigger than the league she's in.
Yeah. But no, I said this, months ago, I expect the WNBA to not get this worked out and the collapse of lady basketball to be swift, and we go right back to not caring a single. I mean, nobody until you mentioned it, nobody's really talking about it.
Well, this just happened over the weekend.
People
this just broke.
People aren't that worried about it.
No, but there's a contingent. There's 15 women basketball players that do matter, that will find a place that people will pay to go see. The rest of them, no.
All right. I do have another pair of those Zach Bryan tickets. Let's go with caller number 3. You'll win a pair of tickets to go see Zach Bryan March 21st at the Alamo Dome. The With Heaven On tour. Caller number 3, you're going to that show. I've got a pair of Cowboys cheerleaders tickets coming up in the next segment. All right. We got 1 hour left, Rob. 1 hour to go.
Yes, sir.
It's Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson, KTFM Floresville.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
Success starts with your drive. You bring the fire. American Public University will fuel the journey. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now at Mattress Firm, save up to $700, plus get a free adjustable base with select Sealy Posturepedic mattresses. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
If you get arrested, get out of jail fast by calling AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text bail to 474747 or online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else. Don't be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you one, make sure you understand the conditions before accepting it. AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They have payment plans. Call 210-225-2121 or mybestbailbonds.com.
License number 149. Hormones can affect everything. Bad skin, bad hair, low energy, poor sleep, brain fogginess, libido, and weight gain. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health, and we take a functional approach to your hormone problems. Eating right and exercise will not be beneficial without optimal hormone function. This goes for men and women. We do state-of-the-art testing to get to the root of your hormone issues and help you get well and stay well. I'm Dr. Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. We can help. 210-468-1891.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Texas is leading America again, and John Lujan is a big reason why. Working side by side with Governor Greg Abbott, Representative John Lujan helped bring high-paying jobs home and strengthen Texas's energy dominance. Now, John Lujan is ready to bring the Trump agenda home to Texas. That means fighting for affordability, higher-paying local jobs, and lower federal taxes for working families. It means defending Texas energy, protecting oil and gas jobs from failed liberal policies, and keeping America #1 in energy production. It means securing our border, making President Trump's border policies permanent, crushing the cartels, stopping fentanyl, and ending human trafficking. And it means rebuilding our military. No social experiments, no distractions, just the strongest, toughest fighting force on earth. Conservative John Lujan is the only candidate endorsed by the San Antonio Express-News, Texas Alliance for Life, and Governor Greg Abbott. On March 3rd, vote Republican John Lujan for Congress. Abbott, Trump, Lujan, a tough team for Texas.
Political ad paid for by John Lujan for Congress.
Ah, the most beautiful time of year is upon us. Tax season. And Tax Slayer is here to help you file. We guarantee 100% accuracy and your maximum refund. Those are some good numbers. And you can trust me, because I'm a talking calculator. Did I mention Tax Slayer even has support from real US-based humans? If you have any questions along the way, beat the rush and start for free today. Tax Slayer. File fearlessly.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We are working a few trouble spots. 35 southbound O'Connor to Weidner. That is road work. Roadway reduced to one lane. 35 northbound, the off-ramp to Walsham. That wreck is blocking the exit ramp. On I-10 eastbound, the on-ramp from Probant. This wreck has the on-ramp partially blocked. And noticing delays along 410 northbound, South Cross to Macro Street, and 90 eastbound between 211 on over to Hunt Lane. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio Sports Center.
In the NBA, we're past the NBA All-Star break as Wemby and Team World went 0-2, while Team Stars won it all, beating the Stripes in the finals 47-21. Anthony Edwards earned the Kobe Bryant Trophy as Kia 2026 NBA All-Star MVP, scoring 32 points in 3 games. In NFL news, today's the first day where teams can place the franchise tag on players, a window that is open until March 3rd at 3 p.m. The question is, will the Dallas Cowboys use it on impending free agent George Pickens or come to an agreement on a contract extension before then? I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
It is 9:01 on the Morning Huddle, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. We got 1 hour of show left for you today. Oh, it's Tuesday, Rob, huh?
Yes.
Big day for you.
It's nap day.
Big day for Rom.
Nap day. Although, it doesn't feel like Tuesday, so it's not as big a deal. I roll into Tuesday ready for that long nap. But yesterday, I didn't do much.
My wife's gotten she's now got a bedtime that she's got to stick to.
Mm-hmm. What's the bedtime?
It's like 10:30.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad. But that bedtime, and this is like her doctor prescribed her this. She's got to wake up at a certain time, go to sleep at a certain time. The problem is that's like on the weekends too.
Mm-hmm.
And 10:30 is a good bedtime for me on a Monday night. It's not the best bedtime for me on a Saturday night.
Saturday it would get me. That would be a tough one. You just got to start earlier.
So I got in trouble this weekend because I stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning watching.
But she minds. She minds that you don't come to bed.
Yeah, because I was like I had the TV on, I had lights on, I was out in the living room.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I guess so. I watched a documentary about. It's called Predators, and it's about To Catch a Predator, like why it went off the air.
What's his name? Hansen?
Chris Hansen. Yeah. Like what he's doing now, like how accountable, like how like the legalities of what he was doing.
It's kind of entrapment.
It kind of is.
Kind of was.
But
I'm glad we're getting them.
I know.
I mean, I don't have a problem trapping them.
Well, and do you know why it stopped?
Wasn't there a murder?
Oh, it was a suicide.
Suicide, yeah.
Yeah, it was in Murphy, Texas, which I don't know where Murphy, Texas is. I think it's north of here. But an assistant DA was talking to what he thought was an underage boy, and when they showed up at his house because he didn't show up, like he started to get cold feet. They found out who he was. They showed up at his house, and he offed himself in front of the cops.
Oh, geez.
And then his sister was like, you shouldn't be allowed to do this. You shouldn't be allowed to be like the judge, jury, executioner on a television show. Shouldn't have the right to do this.
There's always the libel and slander.
I know, but it's like, well, also they've got proof that this guy was trying to diddle kids. And
I don't know. I'm glad you got him.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I loved that show. I loved watching. Dudes would be so they'd be sitting down thinking they're all cool.
The ick factor, I just couldn't get past the ick factor. Just human sludge.
But it talked like the girls that were the bait, who they were 18, but they were playing 14, 15-year-old girls. It talks to them and like what it was like for them.
Ick factor.
Well, and that the kid who was the bait when the guy killed himself, he's like, you could give me $5 million, I wouldn't do that again. He's like, it messed me up bad that guy killed himself. But it's like, also, well, he thought you were a little boy and he wanted to come diddle you. Like, it's...
the ick factor is beyond belief.
It's tough, man.
I don't want to be a part of it, but I'm glad it's going on.
But I was up late watching that. I like that's the kind of documentaries I'm into these days.
Until the Olympics are done, I have no time for anything else.
Well, what are you watching the Olympics at 1 a.m?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not up at 1 a.m. I'm normally getting up within an hour or two.
Yeah.
But Saturday.
Well, I made a mistake on Saturday. I day drank. And
nice.
Yeah. I went. We met my
what, liquor or beer?
Beer.
Okay.
So I met my in-laws, my brother-in-law. We met in New Braunfels at a brewery up there, and I didn't like get drunk, but I had
come home, you take a little nap,
like 4 or 5 beers.
And then you
now
get
you
that
only
rally.
have 14 beers. You're good.
I had like 14 of them.
See.
No, but I had like 4 or 5 beers, and I got
enough to get you nice and feeling good.
But then you come home and you kind of.
I got home and I said, I'm going to take a little nap.
Ooh, did you wake up with a headache?
So no.
Oh.
So right after I watched the hockey game, and then I was like, I'm going to take a nap. And I laid down and I slept from about 4 p.m. till about 6:30 p.m.
Ooh.
And then
That
it was
screwed
like
up your body
there was
clock.
no way I was going to go to bed at a normal hour at that point.
And your wife goes to bed at what, 10:30?
10:30.
So you're just there twiddling your thumbs with a remote?
Yeah, drinking whiskey, drinking
like
whiskey,
most
and
trying to go to bed, get sleepy.
Yeah.
I need to pass out. Hurry! I need to go to bed.
Drinking whiskey and watching documentaries about
And that didn't put you down.
No, it was very good.
What channel is that on? What?
I don't know. It's on the Magic
service?
Box. I've got no idea.
Just stumbled on it.
Yeah. And I watched another movie. It's about a serial killer that I'd never heard of. I guess he's some Russian guy whose mom helped him kill all these gals.
Oh no, I don't.
It's called No Tears in Hell.
Jeez.
And it's pretty poorly acted.
Oh, it's not a documentary.
No. It's like a dramatization of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And the craziest part of it is, like in the movie, they make it seem like it's happening in Alaska, but then at the end, it tells you that this actually happened in Russia, and this guy killed I think he killed like 19 girls or something like that. And at the end, it talks about how they were eating people. He was making some of the victims eat parts of some of the gals that he had already killed, and it talked about how the mom went to prison and she got out in like 2000 or no like 2001 or something like that, 2002. This all happened in the 90s, and she went to prison for helping him for like 12, 13 years. And at the very end of it, it says Alexander was released in 2022. This guy is out amongst us now. Now he's probably in Russia.
What?
Yeah. You can eat people and get like 30 years in Russia, and they just like, all right, you're out now. Yeah, and most of it was in a psychiatric ward, and now he's just out. I don't know where he is. He might live in San Antonio for all I know. But I'd sure love to know what the hell happened to this guy. I'd love to know.
Oh, man.
How crazy is that?
Well, ICE got him.
I don't think so.
He's sitting in a jail
He's
somewhere
a
in Guatemala.
pasty white man.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting them from everywhere.
He's in Iceland.
I'm not even from here, but these Guatemalans taste delicious.
I don't want him around. I
like Latin food.
Yeah, a little spicy.
Why don't you send me down south?
Can't believe it.
Tastes like garlic.
You know those MS-13 guys taste pretty good.
But I'll tell you,
it's all the jalapenos.
I'll tell you what makes it hard to go to sleep. Finding out that there's cannibals who have been released from prison and they're just running around.
They're running around your area of the woods.
They might be. Oh,
does he like Tex-Mex?
I don't know. He only liked
Russian frozen meat.
Yeah,
he was hanging out at a brewery eyeballing you.
It might have been.
That's what's going on.
Have another one of the. Somebody just ordered you a steak.
Hey, somebody's following
Somebody keeps
you.
ordering
AJ.
me every time I go out. Somebody sends me food. I don't know, man. That's weird.
I don't know. It might be that's a trade-off I might make.
Somebody always sends me an hors d'oeuvre. Says eat up.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know how to feel about it, but it made it hard for me to go to sleep. I can tell you that. I was not like suddenly ready to just go put my head on the pillow and sleep peacefully. After
Put on curling. You'll go down pretty quick.
That
put on a
could do
curling
it.
match. Oh, that'll keep you riveted for about 35 seconds.
That could do it. That probably would get the job done. Hey, a little MMA news. First time since 2016, Ronda Rousey returning to MMA.
Really?
All right.
Sweet.
She will face Gina Carano.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Both of them have been in retirement for a long time. Ronda is 39 years old. How old is Gina Carano? Gina Carano's 43. This is going to be May 16th on Netflix. Most Valuable Promotions is going to run it. This obviously isn't going to be in the UFC. It's going to happen in the Intuit Dome in L.A.
Whoa.
I say that. I'm going to watch it, just because it's a train wreck.
I imagine those two girls going to go at it.
Yes.
Two strikers.
Now,
mess up their Botox injections.
Gina Carano left because she
Right, who's got the biggest one?
Bust those fake lips.
They both are very similar in that as soon as they got beat up, they didn't want to fight anymore. They were like, "This is not fun."
I'm pretty. I don't need a scar.
Gina Carano went on to do a bunch of acting. Like she's in some Marvel movies.
Yeah.
She's
Is
done.
she the one in Star Wars?
Yeah.
She did not Boba Fett.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, she's in the Mandalorian. Yeah, and apparently everybody hates working with her. Like you won't find anybody who says anything good about her. And then Ronda Rousey, like as soon as she lost, she was broken. She was a broken person because she built up this thing that I can't lose, and then she lost, and she was like, oh, "What am I now?" And it's funny to like, a lot of people when they lose their first fight, it's I'm never going to let that happen again. It fuels them, and a lot of people have this cloak of invincibility to them that once that's shattered, like your whole image is wrapped up in being this undefeatable person, and when you lose, it's like, well, you're just not. You don't work as hard. You don't feel like you're the same person. But yeah, it's going to happen in May. 145 pounds, 5-5-minute rounds. MVP Promotions is Jake Paul's promotion. So this is Jake Paul is.
He's going to pay for it with his Pokemon sales?
Yes, he is promoting this event.
You see, he made $16 million on that Pokemon he sold?
It's not even a PSA 10.
I mean, what is your Charizard?
That's not a chart. It was an illustrator.
Oh, I don't even know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Did you just ask him what his Charizard was?
Yes. But I was trying to make a joke, and then Vic is like, no, you don't even know what you're talking about.
No, I don't know what it is.
Nerd. Why do you have to nerd shame me for not knowing enough stuff?
Hey, my mechanic's a Pokemon freak. So one
you're trading Pokemon for mufflers?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So is Yu-Gi-Oh a thing too? Is that gone? Yu-Gi-Oh didn't make it, and Pokemon.
I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh made it.
I know Magic the Gathering still, like the older original sets, are going for a lot of money. Post Malone's a big collector of that.
Yeah,
he paid like $100,000 for one card.
So my young son is into, like, he was into comic books for a while, and he's hanging out at the comic book shop, and then there's a bunch of dudes at the comic shop playing Magic the Gathering, and
that'll put you off it right then.
He was like, they asked him if he wanted to play, and then
you dorks.
I said, dude. I said, I don't want you playing with these grown-ass men playing Magic the
Chris
Gathering.
Hansen's going to show up,
Exactly. I don't trust that at all. You stay away from that Magic the Gathering game.
No,
you don't
wait,
need to be
do
in
it
that.
from kids in your own grade, at least.
Go play Dungeons and Dragons with the other nerds.
Yeah. Be a regular nerd. All right. Let's do that. Let's give away these tickets now. 210-656-3776. If you want to go see the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders live at the Tobin Center, that is April 7th. I've got 2 tickets for you. I don't know what this show is about necessarily. We're having a hard time getting information, but it's a live show featuring the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. They're going to be dancing, and I'm guessing high-kicking, hip, hooray-ing. But it's going to be a great time. Great time. And let's go with caller number 6. You will win a pair of tickets to go see those Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders in concert at the Tobin Center on April 7th. I'm going to tell you about Underdog Fantasy, and if you are not playing on Underdog yet, what are you waiting for? Doesn't it sound cool to win 5,000 times your money just watching the games you were going to watch anyway? It sure does to me. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties, it's all back, and whether it's NBA or college hoops, I know NBA is on break right now, you can still get in on the college hoops action. They got something for everybody at Underdog, and you can make picks and win that money right now here in Texas. It is very simple. You pick your players. Are they going to go higher or lower on their stats? And if you are right, you can win up to 5,000 times your money. Once the Spurs are back in action, I'm going to keep riding that Steph Castle train. He's been hot. I like the way he's played lately. I like the way he looked even just over this weekend. I'm going to be all over him on his hires. Download the app today. Use that promo code Alamo. You'll get $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Underdog. Make picks. Win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Got a new trouble spot at 410 eastbound at Callahan. Accident right lane. Roadwork continues 35 southbound O'Connor on down to Weidner with the roadway reduced to 1 lane. It's going to take you a solid 40-45 minutes to get through, so Nacogdoches still a good alternate route. And 35 northbound approaching Loop 410. That wreck has got 2 right lanes blocked. A little bit of stop and go from Rittiman. I'm Debbie Alcacer, KTSA. Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
The future won't wait. Neither should you. That's why American Public University offers affordable, flexible master's programs to keep you moving forward. American Public University, built for what's next. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
Empower. After wanting one for years, Kevin is finally enjoying his new hot tub.
This is the life.
He worked with Empower to help him get good at money, so now he can be a little bad.
Oh, no, not my phone.
Oh, Kevin. Kevin's phone may be in hot water, but his finances aren't. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
You know the Roo Pub is proven to be the best place to watch games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. The food is fantastic. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch a game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Hi. I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. If you're tired of pain slowing you down from a recent injury or something that's been nagging you for years, we can help. At Arasti, we've earned the trust of over 8,000 physicians by delivering fast, lasting pain relief without painkillers or surgery. Our hands-on approach targets the root cause of pain, and most patients see results in just 1 visit. No referral needed, and it's covered by most insurance plans. So don't wait. Visit Arasti.com. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
Nigel, why are you wearing a tuxedo?
That's not just a tux. It's a statement.
But your pants are 3 inches too short and your shirt has ruffles? Folks, there's nothing sophisticated about plumbing or AC problems. When repairs are needed, call Quarter Moon and we'll have a truck at your home or office fast and we'll fix the problem with fair pricing.
Joel, don't be jealous of my new look.
That looks like it's from the 70s, and man, it sure is tight.
Nonsense, Joel.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC and Heating, 210-651-5899.
License number TACLA 141-074EM16004.
The Gomez Law Firm is San Antonio's leader in personal injury law, and we have Jose with the Gomez Law Firm here with us to share more.
Number one priority is to let the people know that we are a law firm that's been part of this community for 50 years. Mr. Gomez, he's been a practicing attorney here since 1973. He's born and raised here in San Antonio, done nothing but help out personal injury victims. It's very important that we get that out to the San Antonio community because a lot of these attorneys like to come in here and act like they're from here, but they're all out-of-towners. They don't know what goes on here. If you've been injured, if you've been involved in an accident, you've been involved in a car wreck, call the Gomez Law Firm. We've been around for almost 50 years. And we're not going anywhere.
If you or your family have been injured in an accident or hit by a company vehicle, you need to visit joegomezlaw.com. Call the Gomez Law Firm at 736-4040.
And remember, Gomez Law fights.
Centergenics and Low T Center are extending their New Year's promos to give you the new start you need. If you've been feeling exhausted or have lost your sex drive, book a free T-test at Centergenics and Low T Center. No risks, no commitments, just answers. Pick up discounted peptides and GLP-1s. These clinics have the highest quality testosterone covered by insurance and tailored to your body. This deal won't last forever, so head to lowtcenter.com or Centergenics.com and book your free TRT appointment today.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
You're locked on the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Is this AI? Is this real music?
Yeah. It's the famous cover band.
Michael Hutchins. It's the same band.
It's the same band.
It's the same band, man.
They also sing "Wanna Be a Baller."
All right. I want to take a look at what's going on in the world outside of sports. And this is, let's see, where do I want to start? I'll start here. You're come from a family of attorneys.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst personal bankruptcy that you've ever seen? Like,
Other than mine?
Yeah, other than
I took
yours.
2 strikes at that pulp. I've seen some. We've seen some bad ones, man. There's some people make some horrible decisions, and there's others that decide I'm going to go bankrupt, and I'm taking everything I possibly can with me, and those are normally pretty ugly.
Miles Guo controlled some 500 bank accounts with hundreds of millions of dollars, and he had to go on he had to be on record at what his net worth was, and he swore in his bankruptcy filing that he was worth $3,850, which they are calling the worst personal bankruptcy case in the history of time.
So was he trying to hide money, or did he truly spend it all?
I'm not really sure. I'm guessing. I still feel like he's kind of lying, but he was sold several yachts, homes, and cars, and apparently he's working on getting it back, which these guys tend to be able to do.
Well,
I don't know how they tend to be able to do it, but they do find a way. But imagine going from being worth almost $1 billion
to $3,000
to $3,000.
Pocket full of change.
I don't know, man.
Vic would take that $3,500 though. He's like, hey,
I don't think.
I'm actually worth more than him.
I don't think he was worth the $300 million. It was all in Bitcoin and Dogecoin.
It might have been, yeah.
I'm worth more than him by like $10.
Yeah.
So I'm there.
I saw where Bit's like at 45% of where it was like 6 weeks ago.
Man, sucks.
That guy went down.
But that's it for me. It's the good thing is I pretend that money doesn't exist.
Oh yeah.
It's not like
you don't invest something unless you can afford to lose it.
It's not like a stock account where I like keep track of it or whatever. Like I only look at it when I hear Bitcoin's up or Bitcoin's down. I'll look and go, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. AJ and I were like, man, we lost a lot.
Yeah.
You haven't lost anything.
No, we still have it's nothing physical, but on
therein lies
paper,
the rub.
Yeah.
But it sucks when there's like 15,000 less of the thing that you thought you had
the day before.
Well, that happened.
Now you buy the dip.
That happened in a hurry.
Buy the dip.
Yes. Well, I'm not buying anything.
Buy low, sell high.
Well, I need to sell. You should have told me to sell when it was high.
It'll get high again.
I still have all my money in NFTs of Warren Moon.
No, dude.
It was my retirement
That was
plan.
your retirement?
I think NFTs.
Nothing but Warren Moon NFTs.
Or that Bored Ape.
I remember I interviewed him one time, and we were talking about NFTs, and I said, so, tell me about your NFT. And he had no idea what it was. Well, it's like a picture, and it's
your
me, and you can
non-fungible
buy
token.
it. I don't know. They paid me $1,000 to be here today.
I forget where it was, but there was some show where the guy was like showing off this NFT that he had, and he was like so proud of it. And then the other dude held up his phone and was like, "Oh, look, I got it too."
I got the same thing, but
that's not it.
This mine's real. See, yours is fake.
Yeah. A Florida man is upset after his ex-partner left their 2 young children alone in an Uber for hours. The sergeant called my mom, explaining that my children's mom was arrested and she had left the children inside an Uber driver's car while she was drunk or getting drunk.
What was the Uber driver, just driving around?
I guess so, yeah. It's hey, I need you, like you put the where do you need them to go in the Uber app, and you if you pay the Uber, he just drives them where they're supposed to go, I guess.
For hours? Did I just keep driving?
Driving to Pensacola, or I don't know. Now, the father has said that this is not the first time she has shown erratic behavior, and he plans to seek full custody of the children. That seems like a good idea. Like if your wife is your ex-wife is going to the club and getting wasted, and the baby she's using an Uber as the babysitter.
She hired a babysitter. She knew where he was. It was on the app.
It doesn't say how old the kids are.
Just go drive around for 3 or 4 hours.
But she's
that sucks, man.
She's 32, so let's say worst case scenario, she had kids at like 19. So these are like 13-year-old kids or younger. I'm guessing probably like somewhere in the 6 to 10 range.
Yeah, I want to say
Probably fell asleep after a while. Just don't pay any attention. Just pick up more fares.
Yeah. What do you think, Vic?
I don't know, man.
It's an idea.
Are you into her?
Maybe. It's an idea.
Maybe.
Yeah.
She likes to party.
Can't find a babysitter, just call an Uber.
She likes to party. Yeah.
What I want you to do is drive them to Austin and then back, please.
Imagine you're
Waymo cars.
Put them in a Waymo. just put $100 on the tab. You just keep driving.
Maybe the move is like you know how people always leave their keys and phones and wallets behind.
Yeah.
Like, just get out and leave the kids in the car and take off.
I want you to drive that direction for $50,
and then
at $50, I want you to turn around and come back. And then you will have made $100.
Yeah, we got to map out this area.
Well, just let me know when you're getting close so I can buy my last call. And then take me home.
After you leave them in the car, you get on the app and say, I left something in the car. And then, like, you start that process, and that process takes several days anyway.
Oh, man, I think we might have come up on a business opportunity here.
2 children?
They were 2 kids.
Well, what you do is we start a school bus, and, you just pick up the mother and the kids, and we drop the mother off at the bar. We just drive around with the kids for a while, and we pick her up.
Yeah, no
A
harm
little bit of
done.
money in this. Yeah. We got a business opportunity here.
Dean Young, 26-year-old Dean Young. Now, this is in Florida as well. He is facing some burglary and criminal mischief charges in Hialeah, Florida. The Hialeah is the
racetrack.
You know where I know that from? The RIP. I just watched the RIP, and I just heard them talking about Hialeah PD.
That's right.
Well, I've been to Hialeah, bet on the horses.
Right. I forgot about that.
So this fella, this is on Ring Cam, and a dude is screaming for help after he tried to rob a landscaping van and got locked inside of it. There's a Ring surveillance video showing him getting out of the car, crossing the street, and getting into the truck. The owner of the van locked the vehicle when he started landscaping, and he was locked inside.
Nice.
You can hear him screaming, "Help me, I'm inside." He was banging on the door for a while, saying he couldn't breathe.
See, what happened was
the surveillance captured officers getting him out of the van. According to an arrest form, the landscapers did not let Young out of the van until police arrived. There were machetes in the truck, and he could have just come out and hurt anybody, so they just left him in there. Young told police he was handing out business cards when a dog chased him. He got scared and ran into the truck for safety, but then they showed the video.
No dog in sight.
No, there was no dog to be seen. He was just trying to steal a lawnmower, I guess.
Good luck.
Released on bail. And finally, I don't think this is fair. This is, now you are familiar with the Dutch.
I know those from the Netherlands. Yes.
Yeah, you've flown there third class, had to ride in coach, so it wasn't a world class trip. But
Denmark. It was actually Copenhagen.
Okay, never mind.
But I've been to Amsterdam.
Of course, yeah.
With the pole people.
But you rode first class to Amsterdam, right?
Yes, I had people actually carry me physically.
Yes, all right. Well, imagine you go to the police and they give you a link and say, hey, we'll follow up on your case. Here's the link. Go to this website. We'll follow up with you. You go to that link, and it is, in fact, documents that are supposed to only be seen by the police, so confidential documents.
All right. But this is in the Netherlands.
Right.
Okay.
And then the police show up and arrest you for hacking.
Oh, because you opened the document?
because you opened a file that they gave you the link to and told you to go open up.
Dumbasses.
And, well, they can be dumbasses. What happened to him?
I know.
He was arrested. The police arrested him after accidentally handing him their own sensitive files, then getting annoyed when he didn't hand them back, basically.
Okay. There you go.
The officers are acknowledging this was their mistake.
But
an officer, so basically, in connection with a separate investigation, the man contacted the police to report he had images that might be relevant. An officer responded by sending him a link so he could upload the files, except the link that was sent was a download link, effectively giving him access to confidential police documents. The man did not actively break in or exploit a vulnerability in the traditional sense. He just clicked on the link that he was given, and he got access to the material that he was never meant to see. Dutch cops said they told him to stop and delete the material, but he allegedly refused, saying he would only do so if he received something in return.
All right, here we go.
There's the ransom. I knew it.
And
$6 million in Bitcoin.
And that got him a free ride in the backseat of a police car.
There you go.
Police also offered a lesson in link etiquette, writing, if you receive a download link knowing you should have received an upload link, or clearly or told not to download and then choose to download the files anyway, you may be guilty of computer trespassing.
Even if they sent the link in error. You're
Yeah.
kidding.
Well, it's kind of like when a bank accidentally deposits money in your account.
If someone sends me a link of something, I don't read the link. I just click it.
You click on you're the king of getting spearfish then.
Yeah. I mean, not every link, but if somebody's sending me something, like if you send me a link to here's a document, I'm just going to click it.
Well, yeah, if you told me, but it's incumbent upon you on clicking that link, realizing I shouldn't be.
You know what Vic gets all the time? The black dude in the chair with the.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I haven't gotten that.
You remember there was a while where it was a thing where if you opened a text, it would be like people having loud sex.
Oh,
like,
gosh.
It was so you'd be on your phone in public and it'd be like play the video and it'd
be like
it'd start out
screaming.
and then it's like and it's like try to turn it down.
And you're all like, I swear I'm not looking at that. I swear.
I'm just scrolling through Instagram.
I did that to a salesperson here a long time ago.
Those were the good old days.
Yeah.
You can't do that to the salespeople now.
Oh no, this is in 2008 or
Yeah,
2010.
there were no. It was the Wild West back then.
It was when iPhone 3 was out.
Those were the good old days.
Those were the days.
Those were the good old days. All right, we got one segment left of programming. We'll do the daily lines when we come back. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic is back. Round up your foursome, your work crew, your weekend golf buddies, even the ladies, and get ready for a fun, laid-back day at the Golf Club of Texas. Monday, March 30th. Lock in a team for just $500 for a foursome, or jump in solo for $150 per player and spend the day talking trash, crushing drives, and laughing your way around the course. This isn't a stuffy golf club tournament. It's golf the way it should be. The Spring Golf Classic benefits feeding animals at no-kill shelters across Texas, so you're having a great time for a great cause. Presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and Ancira.com. And when the last putt drops, the day is just getting started. Join us for the after party at the 90 Proof Bar at Lucky Ranch Road and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and all the post-round storytelling you can handle. So pick your team, claim your spot, and tee up with San Antonio's Sports Star. Sign up your foursome now at sasportstar.com.
I'm worth a lot more.
I'm worth a lot more.
I'm worth more.
You know what? You're right. At GiveMeTheVin.com, you are worth more. And your car's worth more. And we want to pay more at GiveMeTheVin, because good cars are worth more, and so are you. For top price, trust, and ease of transaction, GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer. And remember, if we don't beat a deal from Carvana or CarMax, we'll pay you $100.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like nuclear reactor safety expert.
I disabled the backup cooling system. It was making such an annoying noise. You heard it, right? It was like,
We're on the countdown to core failure.
And you're saying we don't want that?
This is a job for sponsored jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. The following is a paid advertisement for the Wellness Company.
Today we're talking cancer awareness, and I want to bring in someone with a really unique perspective, Dr. Kelly Victory. She's a board-certified emergency medicine physician with over 30 years of experience who serves on the chief medical board for the Wellness Company. And most importantly, she's a cancer survivor. Dr. Victory, thanks so much for being with us. Thanks very much for having me, Michelle. We've been hearing a lot lately about cancer rates rising, especially in younger adults, which is obviously pretty alarming. What are you seeing?
Without question, cancer rates are rising across the board. And concerningly, we are
are seeing more aggressive cancers in people even in their 20s and 30s.
That's scary for a lot of people. Is there anything that can be done to help alleviate that fear?
And that is what led me to develop the new product Shield, because it is a group of more than 12 well-studied, scientifically proven supplements that help to supercharge your immune system, the first line of defense against cancer.
To learn more, visit victoryagainstcancer.com and use promo code SMALLS to save $25 on Shield.
Always consult your doctor to determine if this product is right for you.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SOUND to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SOUND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SOUND for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Didn't meet your goals in January? At Synergenics and Low T Center, they're extending their New Year's promos. Book a free T test and pick up discounted peptides and GLP-1s. They work with most insurance plans. Go to lowtcenter.com or Synergenics.com and book your appointment today.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
The Baltimore Ravens have just hired an offensive coordinator. It is Bears offensive coordinator, Declan Doyle. Or Declan Doyle, however you want to say it.
Is it Declan?
Declan, maybe. Could be. It's spelled D-E-C-L-A-N.
Declan.
It's Declan. Declan. Declan.
Let's go with Declan.
All right, we'll go with Declan. He's a white guy. I don't know. I'm just saying. I digress.
Obviously.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Joe Reinagle. You're listening to the home of the Aggies, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
I didn't mean to treat you bad, yeah, but I did it anyway.
Nice.
I'd feel better if I was singing this song and smoking a cigarette at the same time. Now this was a big hit.
Oh yeah, the whole CD, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I hear you coming home. What a song. What a song. Rob, but you left me far behind. Dude. I didn't mean to treat you so bad, Rob, but I did it anyway. All right. Let's wrap up the show the way we always do, friends, by taking a look at the daily lines.
It's the Morning Huddle's look at the daily lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
We got some good college basketball tonight. I told you guys we got a good slate. Let's get into some of these numbers. In the top 25 tonight, last night, two teams were in action. Iowa State with a 3-point win over Houston, 70-67, and Duke with a execution of Syracuse, 101-64. Tonight's schedule, we've got Michigan and Purdue, number 1 versus number 7, 24-1 versus 21-4. Michigan, a 2.5-point favorite on the road.
It was home. It'd be 5. I think Michigan covers this.
I don't know, man. I'm torn on this one. Purdue's tough to beat at home.
Great guard play. Braden Smith's probably player of the year, top 3 player of the year candidate. But you put in Yaxelberg. Cadeau is playing as good as any point guard is in the country right now. They got size down low. That Michigan is really, really good.
Yeah. Purdue's been up and down. They are up right now. They've won 4 games in a row after losing 3 straight. God. I mean, Michigan's going to lose.
They're going to lose probably 2 or 3 more games before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm just talking about right now, they are clicking on every cylinder. You just hope you can maintain that and stay healthy.
What if I told you that their next game, Michigan's next game after this Purdue game, is against Duke? Would that make it feel like
a
more
conference
of a
game? No, that's conference matters now. That's puffery stuff.
I think 1 seed kind of matters, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it's not even a conference game. Duke carries some weight, no doubt. I'm getting up for it, but I worry much more about a roadie to Nebraska than I do about a one-off Duke game for some kind of whatever they're doing for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing it.
What a strange.
It really is.
I would have nothing to do with that game.
No.
Are you guys crazy? That paycheck better be huge.
It's a money game. South Carolina is at Florida. Florida, who I think is the best team in the SEC. South Carolina might be the worst. Florida, 23.5-point favorites.
Wow, God. Well, they dismantled Kentucky, so they're capable of it. I'll give them that.
Yeah, South Carolina's really, really bad. They have lost 6 straight and 9 of 10 in SEC play. Their only wins in conference have come against LSU and Oklahoma.
Is there anything good going on at South Carolina? Do they have other than lady basketball? And even that's
aren't they good at baseball? I think
they better be.
They lost. So the first matchup was at home. So it was at South Carolina. Florida won that game 95-48. 95-40. They almost doubled them up. And now they're 23.5-point favorites tonight. You couldn't get me to bet on South Carolina with your money. This is going to be a beheading. North Carolina at North Carolina State. NC State, a 6.5-point favorite, hosting North Carolina. UNC, we've got to see what they are now.
They ain't much.
Yeah, I mean, this was a kind of a one-man team that is now without that man.
Can you imagine? You beat Duke less than a week ago, or just barely over a week ago, and now North Carolina State is favored over you.
Yeah. I'm not really sure what to expect from them. Caleb Wilson was just such a valuable player. Without him, I mean, Seth Trimble, who's been there for like 15 years. I don't even know what they're rolling with, but he's been their team. And without him, I just don't expect anything out of them. And this NC State team is kind of down right now, but I think they're too good to be held down. They lost a game they shouldn't have lost to Miami this weekend. They were in control of that game and melted. I like Will Wade as a coach. I think I'm back at NC State here, although the number's getting a little bit out of hand. I would have liked it under 2 possessions, but so I'm not looking to back UNC right now.
Running from them.
St. Louis is pretty much an ATM. St. Louis is 10.5-point favorites tonight at Rhode Island. And if you haven't been keeping up with SLU, they are a machine. 24-1 right now. And these games are not close. 86-59, 82-58, 102-71, 97-62, 88-63. They are destroying the Atlantic 10 Conference. And Rhode Island is usually like kind of a player in that league. They're not. This is a pretty down Rhode Island team. I'm just going to keep until I get bucked off that pony. I'm going to keep riding it.
Josh Schertz is now going to be interviewed at every open job. Every job that comes open, Kansas State, the first one, he will be one of the first 3 mentioned.
Yeah, I think so.
He'll be coaching in a power conference.
He's so good, man. Although he won't be able to bring Robbie Avila with him anymore. I think this is the end of the road.
Robbie has reached the end of his road for a lot of things.
Yep. Louisville's at SMU tonight. Louisville, a 3.5-point road favorite.
Tells you how much they think of Louisville.
Yeah.
That's a good team.
SMU, again, has been a roller coaster all year. They are fighting for that bubble spot. So must win probably for SMU. Louisville's got a little bit of grace. They can play with their food a little bit. But Miami of Ohio is at UMass. I mentioned earlier they played the game at Miami, and UMass almost knocked them off. 2-point loss at Miami. Now this swings back to UMass, and Miami of Ohio a 3.5-point favorite.
They're going to lose tonight.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's funny because they were playing with fire for a long time. They were almost losing. And like the last 4 games, they've been starting to whoop some ass again.
Yeah,
so,
but Rodeo, the UMass is a team they believe that can beat them.
I wonder if they're as aware as most of us are that if they lose a game, there's a chance they're toast.
They're very aware. I guarantee you, if they're not aware, their coaches are telling them, you got to win out, baby. If you want to do what you plan on doing.
I mean, all you got to do is win your conference tournament anyway. But
yeah, but I promise you, Miami of Ohio is very aware of their standing in the world.
UCLA at Michigan State tonight. Sparty, an 8.5-point favorite.
This is probably the best game of the night.
You think so?
Because both these teams have something to prove. Michigan's going to be, they're going to be a 1 seed at the end of the year.
Yeah.
It'll be hard for them not to be there. They're just trying to maintain. UCLA's got a point to prove, and they're getting better.
They are getting better. They're 8.5-point dogs tonight, though, up at in East Lansing. I think they fight in that game.
Yeah.
Although I'm always nervous to bet these West Coast teams on travel. Big matchup in the Big Ten for the bubble. Wisconsin's at Ohio State. Wisconsin, a 1.5-point favorite on the road. I like Wisconsin to get it done.
Right now. They're hot.
Ohio State played well. They pushed against Virginia. I thought Virginia was going to wreck them. I bet Virginia -4. It ended up landing on 4. But Ohio State was in charge most of that game. They played really well. I just don't think they're very good. I think Wisconsin is pretty good. I don't think Ohio State is. So give me Scotty tonight. It's Corn, Nebraska at Iowa. Iowa, a 1.5-point favorite at home.
Like Nebraska here.
I do too. Nebraska played really well over the weekend. And here's the thing. The way to beat Nebraska is you've got to hit your threes because
they're going to hit theirs.
They allow it. That's what their defense allows you to do is shoot a bunch of threes. And Iowa right now, they shot a bunch of threes against Purdue and made none of them. They are not a very good outside shooting team right now. They lost at Maryland last week.
Yeah,
the wheels are kind of coming off for Iowa. I like Corn here to get the job done on the road. I'm not usually rushing to bet Big Ten road teams, but I think I like Corn a lot more than I like the Hawkeyes right now. And then the late game, 10 o'clock start. Ooh, probably won't stay up for this one. Texas Tech is at Arizona State. Tech, an 8.5-point favorite on the road. Is Tech a title contender still? No. Okay, why not? Because it's not enough guys outside of Toppin?
That's it. I don't think they shoot well enough. Man, I wouldn't want to play them in Lubbock, but outside of Lubbock, they're beatable.
They're just so well coached, though, man. McCaslin's good.
They're tough, and it's a knife fight. I mean, the Big 12 used to be the highest scoring run and gun. Let's go get 85 and 90. That's not the Big 12 anymore, man. These teams all play defense first, and if you can't overcome that, you're going to get beat by 20.
In the world of Olympic hockey, Latvia and Sweden today. Sweden a -1050 favorite. They're a 2.5 goal favorite as well. You pay -180 if you think Sweden covers 2.5. Sweden, a lot of people saying the third best team in this tournament.
Is it Sweden or Germany?
I think it's Sweden. I mean, Sweden's they're a roster full of NHL guys. Sweden and Finland both are rosters full of it, and the Czech Republic too.
What little I saw of Germany, they impressed me.
Yeah, they're
better
feisty.
than I thought they were.
They're but they played. Who'd they play yesterday? Italy.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
Yeah, or France.
Maybe it was France.
It was France.
Maybe it's because of the opponent. That's
if you play if you play Italy or France, you're going to look pretty good.
I haven't seen Sweden play, so we'll get that today.
Tomorrow you get Germany and Slovakia. Germany a slight favorite. They're -120 in that one, and then Switzerland and Finland is the other game tomorrow. It's, Finland -230. And this is all kind of qualifiers because U.S. is safe.
Right.
We were through to the next round, so we got nothing to worry about, Bubba. Not a thing in the world. Not a care in the world.
None.
Lady hockey.
Except I hear they've run out of condoms in the Olympic Village.
That happens. It happens every Olympics.
So
And you'd think they'd figure out the need of them and they'd have it covered. Lady hockey Thursday, the bronze medal game, Sweden and Switzerland. Sweden -155. Team USA and Team Canada for the gold medal. Team USA favored. -500. They are 2.5 goal favorites in this thing. A puck line of -2.5.
I don't think it's going to stay there. If you like USA, get it now. I'll tell you, but I don't think it's going to stay there.
How about this? Under 5.5, minus 125. USA hasn't given up a goal yet. I like the under.
Yeah.
Give me the under 5.5 there. I don't know. I mean, a team hasn't given up a goal the whole time. I can't imagine they're going to start just letting them through all the time now. So there you go. That is your latest and greatest in the worlds of the odds. I did want to look at the futures right now for college basketball. Your favorite to win the tournament right now?
Probably not Michigan.
It is Michigan. Plus 425. Arizona 5-1. Duke 7-1. Houston plus 750. UConn 12-1. Iowa State and Illinois both 14-1. Florida 15-1. Purdue 20. Texas Tech 22. Kansas 25. Nebraska 35, Gonzaga 40, Arkansas 45.
Wide open, man.
Michigan State 45.
You just named the champion. Somewhere in there you named it, but I couldn't tell you which one it is.
I don't know either.
I'm a long way from a title. I've got about 8 Final Four teams in my brain.
I will say Gonzaga sounds 40-1 sounds juicy. You usually don't get that. Usually you're paying a Gonzaga tax. Florida at 15-1 I don't hate.
Tell you,
I like Illinois at 14-1 too.
I like Illinois a lot. I think Duke is rounding into form. They're just what they did to Syracuse the other night or last night was a hate crime.
And I just saw Iowa State snuff out Kansas like a cigarette butt, and then go toe to toe with the toughest team in the country and beat them. Iowa State's good too, man.
Yeah, they are.
And 14-1,
chaos teams.
Not a bad number. Well, friends. That is another show in the books. We have worked really hard today.
Did we gave away all the stuff we were supposed to give away, right?
We did. Oh, yes. I'm on top of things, Rob.
Sure,
I'm on top of things.
We did it all.
The Blitz is going to perform a live show today from 2 to 6 p.m.
Here in the building.
Here in the building. Check them out.
They're normally out and about.
Rumor has it that Joe Reinegel's got a new hairdo.
I don't know. We'll
Well, you got to tune in to find out. I hope you do. We'll do this all over again tomorrow. It's been fun. We've got a Hump Day show coming up tomorrow.
Already there. We might be hitting the plains here on Wednesday.
We may have some news on that,
Big
too.
News.
Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.